People, please come to your next chart now. The next chart is on exemption from GST. Please come to your next chart. Please come to your next chart. The next chart is on exemption. Everyone over here now. Exemption from GST, exam point of view, sir, how important is exemption? Baba, 6 marks, 100%. If you don't know exemption, most of the questions, 2 or 3 questions will have small parts from exemption. If you don't know exemption, those questions, big questions, you will make mistakes. Are we clear, everyone? Very important in RCM and exemption. People say exemptions are too many, but Baba, it is important. You can't leave it and go. Can I go ahead, everyone? Now, exemption from GST, exemption has been given for goods also, exemption has been given for services also. Goods ka exemption are not applicable for your CA final exam. Services ka exemptions are applicable. Approximately 100 services are exempted. Let's go ahead and get it started. Exemption, how government gives the exemption? Who gave the power to the government to exempt? People, first let's take a quick linking. Everyone over here, we started learning GST with goods and service. Goods and service has to be supplied. Supply can be interstate or intra. Interstate, what will happen? IGST. Intra, what will happen? CGST. Once GST is levied, GST has to be collected and paid by a taxable person. Now listen to me very carefully. Once GST is levied, some people ask for composition levy. Now listen, even though GST is levied, you have to collect and pay, but sometime what happens, government goes ahead and says, in between, government gives exemption. Government says you don't have to collect and pay. Are we clear, everyone? Levied, GST got imposed. But government is telling, Ramesh, even though this item pe GST is there, but still I'm issuing a notification and I'm telling don't collect and pay. So in between comes what, everyone? Exemption. Can I go ahead, everyone? And exemption, government gives CGST ka act mein also exemption. IGST act mein also exemption is given for the IGST applicable on various scenarios. Are we clear, everyone? CGST ka exemption which is given by using the power under section number 11. IGST ka exemption is given by using the power under section number 6. Let's get it started, everyone, with exemption. Section number 11 of the CGST Act and section number 6 of the IGST Act grants the power to exempt. Are we clear, everyone? Now, section number 11 has 11.1. 11.1 is general exemption. Government in public interest on the recommendation of council can issue a notification and generally exempt someone from the whole of GST or part of GST with effect from the date specified in the notification. Section number 11.2 is special order in special circumstance. Government can exempt by using this power. Section number 11.3 is supposingly government issued one notification. People are getting confused. Then government within 1 year can issue one clarification, and that explanation or clarification will be effective from the date of issue of notification. Are we clear? 11.1 general exemption, general public ko government can give an exemption by using that power. 11.2 special case mein special order can be issued and exemption can be given. 11.3 power to issue explanation or insert explanation in an exemption notification already issued. Now, exemption notification supposingly had been issued by the government 1, 2, 3. Like that, entries will be there, right, everyone? Supposingly, entry number 3 is there. Now, entry number 3, the exemption was issued, notification was issued today. Notification was issued today. Supposingly, in entry number 3, or supposingly one entry number 3A was inserted on this date. Now, my question to you guys, notification was issued here, but entry was inserted from this day, a new entry. Now, power to insert an explanation will be given from this day, we have to see 1 year, or from notification day, we have to see 1 year. Baba, from the date of entry, we'll have to see 1 year may government can insert what? Explanation, and that explanation will be retrospectively valid from which day? The date of entry or notification? Entry. Did you guys get my point? Notification issued over here. In the notification, one entry got added. New entry. Baba, government keeps adding. Now that entry, say 1 year may government can insert explanation, and that explanation will be valid from which date? From the date of entry. Can I go ahead, everyone? And that is one circular which came over here. Please read at home. See what happened. Notification 11/2017 was effective from 1st of July. Then government inserted one entry, then explanation was inserted on this date. Now explanation will be effective from the date of inception of entry and not the original notification. Are we clear, everyone? Chalo, let's go ahead. This was total bakwas till now. Now we'll go ahead and get it started. The first exemption which is there is charitable and religious activities. Everyone over here, I'll be slightly fast over here. exemptions. ठीक है everyone? Now, charitable activity. Now listen to me very carefully. First of all, you have to be an entry which is registered under section number 12AA or 12AB. So if you are an entity registered under 12AA or 12AB of the Income Tax Act and you are doing charitable activity. So you are charitable institution registered under 12AA or AB of the Income Tax Act and you are doing charitable activity. Are we clear everyone? Now, first of all, you have to be an entity registered under 12AA or AB and doing what everyone? Charitable activity. Sir, I'm teaching. I'm doing charitable activity. Somebody is telling I'm giving food. I'm doing charitable activity. Government told relax. I will tell you what is charitable activity. Are we clear everyone? See, government told, see, charitable activity means, Baba, charitable activity if you are doing only those activity which are told. Government told public health. If you are going ahead and doing charitable activity in respect of public health, by way relating to what? Public health, by way of care and counseling of terminally ill people. Terminally ill means about to go. Okay, only for classroom purpose, nothing to joke. Okay. Baba, I'm just telling. See, sometimes what happens when we use some words, students remember in the exam. Are you guys able to understand? There is no other means of making any fun. Okay, everyone, everything told in class is only for classroom purpose and to pass. Anything can be done. Everyone over here now, terminally ill people or might be someone who has severely physical or mentally disabled people, HIV or AIDS infected, drug or alcoholic addict. Are we clear everyone? Drug or alcoholic addict already about to go. Government went ahead and told if you are going ahead and doing care and counseling of these people, then Baba, you are doing charitable activity. Charitable institution for Venki started doing care and counseling of terminally ill people. He will get exemption. No, his service will not be exempted. He only registered under 12AA or AP. Venki is telling I became the bakra of the class. Okay. Charitable institution doing charitable activity, which is public health activity, or if you are doing public awareness about preventive health, family planning, prevention of HIV infection, so that you don't become about to go. Are we clear, everyone? Then government is telling your activity shall be exempted. The next one is if you are doing advancement of religion, spirituality, and yoga. Venki started teaching yoga to people. Are we clear? Charitable institution. First of all, he has to take registration. And then he is doing charitable activities, which is what everyone? Advancement of religion, spirituality, and yoga. Then advancement of educational program or skill development program relating to abandoned, orphan, homeless children. You are going ahead and teaching abandoned, orphan children. Then they are telling, Baba, you're doing charitable activity. You are teaching physically, mentally abused, traumatized person, or you are teaching prisoners. You are being very good. Okay, you are going to the jail and teaching prisoners. Then government is telling very good. Or you are teaching people, persons greater than 65 residing in rural area. Then they are going ahead and telling exemption will apply. People always remember wherever I have done red, that is very important. I always used to tell students one day it will come. You know, in the exam, the same point came rural area. They have written urban area. Are you guys getting it? Small points are very important. The next one over here is if you are doing preservation of environment, watershed, forest, wildlife, etc. If you are doing anything with respect to that, basically for the preservation of this, then they are telling your activity will be exempt. Remember, PAPI activities. What is PAPI activities? If you are going ahead and doing P for public health relating to care and counseling, A for advancement of religion, spirituality, and yoga, E for educational program. This one, educational program or skill development program. And the last one, P, preservation of environment, watershed, forest, and wildlife. Then, Baba, charitable institution, charitable activity, which is which one? PAPI activities. Only then you will be exempted from registration. Are we clear, everyone? Can we go ahead? Baba, first of all, you have to see if your activity falls in supply or not. Then exemption is given. Because only if it is falling in supply, GST got levied, then exemption. Can I go ahead, everyone? The next one over here is running old age home. Running of old age home. Now, if you are a entity registered under 12 AA or AB and you are running old age home for residents greater than equal to, Baba, remember, greater than equal means 60 years also. Resident greater than equal to 60 years. Are we clear, everyone? You know why I repeat 2 times, 3 times? So that in the exam when you're sitting, no, you'll hear equal. Can we go ahead, everyone? Greater than equal to. And consideration is up to 25,000 per month per member. Means if husband and wife both are there, supposingly, in the old age home, how much is the amount, everyone? 50,000. Can I go ahead, everyone? Next. Sir, boarding, lodging or maintenance के लिए this amount is being charged. Then they are going ahead and telling old age home can be run by central government or state government also, and that will be exempt up to 25,000 per month per member. The next one over here is, sir, if there is an entity registered under 12 AA or AB and services are given by rehabilitation professional. Everyone listen to me very carefully. Supposedly Venki, you know what Venki is doing nowadays? Nowadays Venki is drinking. Okay. Drinking means not water, Baba. Alcoholic liquor. Okay, everyone. So, Baba, Venki has become bad boy. Now, what will happen? He will be put in a rehabilitation center, rehab. Correct. Now, rehab, they are not doctors. Those are rehabilitation professionals. They went in and told, sir, we are not doctors, but we are also taking care like doctors only. Give us exemption. And government went ahead and told rehabilitation professional ka services also accepted. Are we clear, everyone? So, services by rehab professional by way of rehabilitation, therapy, counseling at what? Medical establishment. Even if they are giving their services at medical establishment, or if they are giving at a educational institution, or rehabilitation professional are giving services at a rehabilitation center established by the government, not local authority. I've cut it. Exam they will give you local authority. Please be careful. Okay, everyone. And then an entity registered under 12 AA or AB. So if you are a rehabilitation professional working in all these places, then your services, whatever services you give, your services, even though you are not doctor, but your services will be exempted. Done, sir. Point is clear. The next, number one, charitable institution doing charitable activity, PAPI activity. Number two, old age home. Number three, old age home 25,000, resident greater than equal to 60. Revision has to be done like this one day before the exam. The third one, everyone, rehabilitation professional. Now you will remember. Remember, Venki. Okay, everyone, can we go ahead? Next, entity registered under 12 AA or AB of the Income Tax Act. Entity registered under 12 AA or AB of the Income Tax Act, or if you are Baba, if you are a trust institution or you are a body which is under this act, under the Income Tax Act, you are a trust or institution under 1023C5 of the Income Tax Act. Baba, only for this, okay? Only for this entry. Or you are a body or authority under 1023 BBA of the Income Tax Act, or you are an entity registered under 12 AA or AB, and Baba, you are a temple trust or institution which is there, and you are renting the precincts of a religious place meant for general public. Baba, you know, in the temple marriages will happen. Okay, Venki told, sir, now I become a chartered accountant. Okay, and he's gone for the marriage. Okay. Now what will happen? Kalyanam will happen. So he went to the temple and asked the temple that I want Kalyan Mandapam. Temple told, okay, 10,000 rupees. He told, I'll put 1 rupee in the hundi. 999 the temple will charge, GST will be exempted. Remember, temple mein hundi is there. And hence 9999 is exempt. 9999 per day. Baba, full month you will not get married. Are we clear, everyone? 9999 per day. Are we clear, everyone? So, sir, whenever premises or Kalyan Mandapam is given of that religious place, then they are going ahead and telling up to 9999 per day will be exempted. Now, Venki is getting married over there. In the marriage, what will happen? People will come. So, he'll need rooms also so that they can stay. Now, when room is given, they told, sir, 1,000 rupees per room will take. Venki told, hey, wait, no, I'll put 1 rupee in the hundi. You charge me 999 per day and it shall be exempted. Are we clear, everyone? Now, what happened after the marriage happened? Venki is telling, now I want to serve the God and I will go ahead and put one shop in the temple premises only. And he went ahead and told, okay, I'll put one prasadam shop. Now, he asked the temple trust, how much will you charge? They told, sir, 10,000 rupees per month. He told, 1 rupee I'll put in the hundi. You please charge me 9999 per month. Then for the shop also GST will be exempted. Can we go ahead, everyone? Always remember, in case of temple, 9999 is exempt. Why? Because 1 rupee you put in the hundi. Can we go ahead, everyone? Yes, sir. Point is clear. Now, in the temple or wherever, what is conducted, everyone? Conducting of any religious ceremony is always exempted. It can be by any person, need not be by charitable entity. Can we go ahead, everyone? Conducting of religious ceremony. Pandit ji came, okay, did swaha, marriage happened, kalyanam happened. Now those services which are there are not taxable. Can I go ahead, everyone? Conduct of religious ceremonies are always exempted. Now, everyone over here, listen to me very carefully. This is a part of amendment which I'll talk. Now, if there's an entity which is registered under 12 AA or AB, entity registered under 12 AA or 12 AB, and it is going ahead and giving training or coaching in sports, then it shall be exempt. Now, tell me one thing. I started giving training or coaching in sports. Will it be exempt? No. training or coaching in sports only if given by an entity registered under 12AA or AB, it shall be exempted. Can I go ahead, everyone? The next one over here is training or coaching in recreational activity. Baba, what do you mean by recreational? Recreating yourself. Baba, something which is done for fun, hobby, etc. Are we clear? In relating to art or culture, if it is done by an individual, it shall be exempt. Earlier, it used to say, what is the part of amendment over here? Earlier, it was by training or coaching given in recreational activity relating to art and culture by anyone was exempt. Now it is only by individual shall be exempted. Are we clear, everyone? Can we go ahead? Baba, important part of the amendment, okay? Only by individual shall be exempt. See, I'm telling you, the amendments in the exemption chapter, at least 10, 12, 15 points are amended. Out of that, only 2, 3 will come. So people who are thinking of leaving exemption and going, first of all, you are not doing correct. Secondly, now something is better than nothing. You can at least read the amendment and go. Can I go ahead, everyone? I never suggest leaving exemption chapter. Can we go ahead, everyone? Now, the last one over here is religious pilgrimage. If you are going ahead, you know what? Religious pilgrimage, one for the Hindus, one for the Muslim has been exempted. Government says if you are KMVNL, Kumao Mandal Vikas Nigam Limited, they take people for Kailash Mansaro Yatra. When they are taking people for Kailash Mansaro Yatra, it shall be exempt. Venki started Kailash Mansaro Yatra. Will it be exempt? No. KMVNL taking Kailash Mansaro Yatra shall be only exempt. Exam में what they will give? KMVNL is taking people for Manali trip. Baba, taxable. Can I go ahead, everyone? Then, sir, religious pilgrimage services by Hajj committee. Baba, they will take for Hajj. Hajj ka services by Hajj committee is also exempted. The next one over here, KMVNL ka full form is written. That's it, everyone. I told you charitable institution doing charitable activity, PAPI activity. Sir, then I told you old age home. Third one, rehabilitation professional. Fourth one, everyone, renting of premises, 9999. Can we go ahead, everyone? Religious ceremony, exempted. Last one, your head is moving with the chart. This is picture memory. Everything can't be remembered. You have to see something and remember also. Are we clear, everyone? The last one over here is which one, everyone? Recreational activity, which I have gone ahead and told. An entity registered under 12AA or AB doing training or coaching in sports is also exempted. How many of you are going back home and reading the amendments at least by referring to the amendment material? Read, no, there is a lot of stuff which is written. Can we go ahead, everyone? The last one over here is, Baba, you know why government has gone ahead and reduced the scope of exemption? Money. Money. Taxes are required. Correct or not? Now, earlier what used to happen, if you are going and staying in a hotel and the room rent which is there, hotel mein hundi is not there. Hotel mein hundi is not there. So 1000 only was exempted. Now what happened? You go to a hotel, he used to tell you 1200, 200 cash, 1000 exempted. Are you guys able to understand? And hence government went ahead and told, now you go and stay in any hotel, any amount you pay will be taxable. And government told renting of hotel in value of supply less than equal to 1000 per day was exempted. Now it is taxable. This exemption has been withdrawn. Everyone over here, there are some circulars also which I have gone ahead and told over here. Let's see the circular. GST on residential program or camps. Everyone, GST on residential program or camps. If primary or predominant objective and purpose is advancement of religion, spirituality and yoga. Baba, what happened over here? Residential program was there. Sri Ravi Shankar ji ka residential program is there. He told, sir, we will teach spirituality for 3 days. You can come, stay will be given, food will be given. What is the primary objective? Religion, spirituality and yoga ka advancement. Primary thing is exempted. Ancillary thing also will go exempted. Are we clear, everyone? And hence it will be exempt. If charitable or religious trust, Baba, you went to ISKCON temple, charitable trust, they are selling food over there. They are selling food. Is it taxable? Not taxable. Taxable. Baba, if trust merely provides accommodation, serve food and drink against consideration, and they are telling 100 rupees, name is donation. Baba, government is selling name whatever it is. It is always taxable. The last one, supposingly, you started doing fitness camp, classes, aerobics, dance, music, it is always taxable. Are we all clear till here? The most important part in this chart, I'll tell you the amendment wala part. Right, everyone? Other than that, also, I've gone ahead and covered everything. I'll stop my discussion on charitable and religious activities over here. Congratulations, people. Done. Now, let's go ahead and move to the next chart, everyone. The next chart in the chapter of exemption is the chart of government-related services. Please come to your government-related services, everyone. Now, everyone over here, central government, state government, local authority, and union territory government related services we are going to talk about. Now, central government, state government, local authority, and union territory government, if they are going ahead and providing these services, which services, sir? If you go below and see over here, these services, then it will be always exempt. Are we clear, everyone? To anyone, it is going to be exempt. The first one is guaranteeing loans of their undertaking, means government undertaking, government is going ahead and doing what, everyone? Guaranteeing the loan, or public sector undertaking a loan has been guaranteed by the government, then that guaranteeing services pay GST will not be applicable. Can I go ahead, everyone? From bank when the loan is taken, or from financial institution when the loan is taken. The next one over here is allowing business entities to operate as telecom operators or use radio frequency for a license fees. Baba, when government is going ahead and charging a license fees for allowing the business entities like Reliance to go ahead and operate as telecom operator. Are we clear, everyone? So for that, those license, they are going ahead and telling whatever the agreements were prior to 1/4/2016, for those agreements, they have gone ahead and told GST has been exempted. Are we clear, everyone? The next one over here is providing, everyone, you have to talk with me, providing registration required under law, testing, calibration, safety check, certification relating to protection of worker, then or consumer or public at large, including fire license or any registration which is required under the law. If government is charging anything, that shall be always exempt. The next one over here, FSSI fees, that Food Safety Standard Authority of India, they go ahead and charge, they go ahead and charge a fees for coming to your place, testing services, any application fees, anything which was there earlier was exempted. Now government have gone ahead and told we want more money over here, and hence the entry is omitted. So FSSI ka fees GST will come. Are we clear, everyone? It's an amendment. Please be very careful. Amendment part, you have to be 100% careful, because out of the amendment, small points will come. Can I go ahead, everyone? The next one over here is passport, visa, driving license, birth certificate, death certificate issuance services, always exempted. The next one, merchant overtime fees. Baba, your ship has come. Now you want to get the goods unloaded. Might be after your goods have come to the port, not your ship. Your goods have come to the port. You want to get the goods unloaded after office hours, or might be on a holiday. Then you will have to pay merchant overtime fees. That merchant overtime fees has been exempted. Tolerating non-performance of a contract against fine or liquidated damage. If government had a contract with you and government went ahead and told, if you don't go ahead and do this, then you have to pay this much fine to me, that whenever you pay that amount to the government, that services of the government is also exempted. The last one over here, assignment of right to use natural resources, whenever it is given to whom? Individual farmers. Always remember, for cultivation of plant and rearing of life form of animal, means it should be only for cultivation of plant or rearing of life form of animal, but except horses. If it is given for horses, then it will always be taxable. Can I go ahead, everyone? So these services which I have gone ahead and told over here are always exempted. Now we have government ka department, which is Department of Post. Everyone listen to me very carefully, the amendment over here. Now Department of Post, earlier what used to happen is, when Department of Post used to go ahead and give services to the government, it was exempted. When Department of Post used to go ahead and give SALE services, speed post, agency service, life insurance, express parcel, only those were taxable under forward charge. All other services of the post office were being exempted. Are we clear? Now that entry has been deleted, and what government is telling is, listen over here. Government is telling Department of Post, when it will go ahead and give postcard services, inland letter, book post, ordinary post, where envelope weighing how much? Less than 10, less than 10 gram. Only then the exemption will apply. So postcard, inland letter, book post, or ordinary post, Baba, right over here, less than 10. Remember, in your exam, less than 10. Are we clear, everyone? Then only it shall be exempted. Now, scope of collection of GST increase, government is telling all other services of the post office might be, I'm telling speed post. Earlier, what they used to say, only these four services will be taxable. Now, what they are telling, other than PIBO, all other service will be taxed. And speed post, agency service, life insurance, express parcel, etc. Etc. means, supposingly, post office may you have a bank account. Bank account के लिए some charges post office is going ahead and taking from you. Might be they are going ahead and issuing you a checkbook, or might be they are issuing you debit card. Any charges if they are taking, always GST will come under forward charge mechanism. Here, one point you have to be careful. Now, post office ka services, which earlier was there that given to the government is exempt, is no more under exemption. Are we clear, everyone? Now, post office giving services to whom? Post office giving services to whom? Anyone. If it is PIBO services, it is exempt. Other than PIBO service, any other service, always forward charge mechanism. Are we clear, everyone? Now, is my point clear to all? Can we go ahead? When you go ahead and read government to government services, no, when you read government to government services, now they have gone ahead and deleted that point from there. And hence, even if post office goes ahead and gives these services to the government, it shall be taxable under forward charge mechanism. Are we clear with this 100%? Can we go ahead, everyone? So if given PIBO services to anyone, exempt. Other than PIBO services, any services I've given: speed post, express parcel, agency service, life insurance, any other services of the post office also will be taxable under forward charge mechanism. Is my point 100% clear to all? Now, the next one over here is if services in relation to aircraft or vessel is given inside or outside a airport or port, then Baba, always GST will come under forward charge mechanism. Always forward charge mechanism. Now, renting of immovable property, always remember, registered person will always pay GST under RCM. Government giving renting of immovable property. Government, I'm talking now. Renting of immovable property, always remember one thing: immovable property, it is immovable property, and it will be registered person, unregistered person, forward charge mechanism. And here also there is an exemption up to how much, everyone? 5,000 rupees. Can I go ahead, everyone? Now, the next one over here is transportation services. When they are given to for goods or passenger, government wanted parity. Now, any other people giving transportation of goods and passenger ka services, exemption. Tax is there. Government ka services, tax is not there. Which bus you will always go? Or which truck you will always opt for? Government. Correct or not? So government, to maintain parity, went ahead and told GST will come under forward charge mechanism. But this has to be always studied along with this transportation wala chart. Can I go ahead, everyone? Are we all clear till here? P for post related service. Will you be able to answer this? A for airport or port related service. I for immovable property related service. And T for transportation of goods or passenger. Is my point 100% clear to all? The next one over here is other than these PAIT services, if any service is given by the government to whom? To you guys. Supposingly, government is going ahead and giving you any service. Do you go ahead and pay any GST under reverse charge mechanism? No. Only if services are given to a business entity in TT. TT means taxable territory, then GST will come under RCM. Then government went ahead and told, supposingly, I went to the police department and I told I want a constable might be outside my shop because people are coming and disturbing me. Goons are coming, gundas are coming. Okay, now police told, if we give you the service, you have to pay on the amount GST under RCM. If police department is charging you some amount, I will tell what? Sir, okay, I don't want your service. Correct or not? Because if I have to pay GST under RCM, I'll have to take compulsory registration. And hence, government told, if you're a small business entity, exemption will be given to small business entity whose aggregate turnover is less than registration limit in preceding financial year. Can we go ahead, everyone? Then aggregate turnover greater than registration limit. If your aggregate turnover is greater than registration limit, then check the consideration. Now, business entity aggregate turnover in the preceding financial year more than registration limit. Now you have to check the consideration. If less than 5,000, exempt. More than 5,000, RCM. Can I go ahead and simply say all other services provided to a business entity, which is big business entity? Big is who? Last year turnover more than registration limit and amount greater than 5,000. Only then what will happen, everyone? RCM. Is my point clear to all? Can we go ahead? Now, everyone over here now, listen to me very carefully. Central government, state government, local authority, union territory government. Central government, state government, local authority and union territory government. Now, If services are provided, what am I telling over here? If there are services provided by fair trade shop to central government, state government under public distribution system, Baba, the ration wala who is there, ration wala ka commission. Ration wala is going ahead and doing what? Distribution. Correct. Under public distribution system, the ration wala, whatever commission they are charging to the government for distribution of that ration will be exempted. Can I go ahead, everyone? The next one, services by GSTN. Earlier, Baba, the central government, state government ko GSTN. GSTN, GSTN, the GST networks company is providing services. That services also has been omitted. Now, taxable, very good. Training program for which, so this is a part of amendment. Training program for which 75% or more expenditure is borne by the government. Always remember, if government is bearing how much? 75% or more of the training expenditure, then always GST will be exempted. Are we all 100% clear? Sir, insurance scheme where the insurance premium is paid by the government, no GST. Then pure service or composite supply up to where value of goods is up to 25%. If it is given in relation to 243G and W to the government. See, Baba, government is going ahead and doing article number 243G and W all activities. Everyone listen to me very carefully. Central government, state government, local authority, union territory government. If they are going ahead and doing, basically local authority, what it does? They go ahead and do those activities which are told in 243G and W. That is neither supply of goods nor supply of service. If I am helping the government, if I am going in and helping the government with pure service or composite supply where value of goods is 25%, then my services to the government also shall be exempted. Are we clear, everyone? Can we go ahead? Now here, there is a small change. There is not a change. Actually, there is a small update which I want to go ahead and tell you. Everyone listen to me very carefully. Now, what people went ahead and asked one question is, people went ahead and told that, sir, supposingly, 1 minute, I'll show you from here. Huh. Sir, whether GST is applicable on sanitation and conver conservancy services supplied to army and other central government, state government department, means if we are giving this sanitation services to whom? Central government, state government department, will GST come or not? Are we clear, everyone? So, suppose it says yes, GST will be applicable. I have gone ahead and written this summary. Okay, it says the services under entry number 3 and 3A has been given on pure service and composite supply procured by whom? Central government, state government, union territory, local authority for performing functions listed under 11th and 12th schedule, that 243G and W wala activity. So government doing 243G and W wala activity, if they are taking pure service or composite supply, then it shall be exempted. Are we clear, everyone? Pure service in relation to 240 GNW or composite supply where value of goods is how much, everyone? 25%, then it shall be exempted. Now, it is clarified that if such services are procured by Indian Army or any other government department or ministry or department, means government is going ahead, department is going ahead. Baba, central government means, do you think Modi ji will go ahead and take? Their department only will go ahead and take. Now, if the department is going ahead and taking, you will have to see if that department is doing 243G and W wala activity, then so these services will be exempt. But if the army, do you think army will go ahead and do 243G and W wala activity? No. So if they are going ahead and taking, then it shall not be exempt. And hence it says that if services procured by Indian Army or any other government ministry or department which do not perform any function which is told under 243G and W, 11th and 12th schedule is 243G and W ka schedule. Are we clear? Annexure. In a manner as local authority does, what does it say? In a manner local authority does for the general public, the same are not eligible for exemption. It shall not be eligible. Baba, if government department is doing 243 GNW activity, remember, taking pure service or composite supply in relation to 243 GW will be exempt. Otherwise, flexible. Can we go ahead, everyone? I've gone ahead and covered the clarification also over here. Chalo, please be very careful about it. See, here it should be 243 GNW activity. Only then it is neither supply of goods nor supply of service. Taking also will be exempt. Clear? Chalo. The next one over here is government share of profit petroleum. Baba, profit petroleum which is given by Reliance. Government gave the right, Reliance went ahead and explored. Profit petroleum exempted. Now, everyone, listen to me very carefully. Government to government services are always exempted. Can we go ahead, everyone? Government going ahead and giving government services are always exempted. The next one over here is governmental authority. Now, government forms governmental authority. Government forms, I'm telling government forms governmental authority, and government also forms governmental entity. But difference between both of them? Actually, 90% of it is owned by the government. Now, what happens? Governmental authority performs those functions which are told under 243 GNW. An entity can perform any function which government tells them. Are we clear? Now, governmental authority, when it is giving services to the government by way of an activity under 243 GNW, why did government form governmental authority? To do 243 GNW wala activity. Now it is giving services to the government. Do you think government will go and pick up garbage? Baba, they will form one authority. An authority will go ahead and do that function. Now, when governmental authority is giving services to the government, it will be exempted. Now, government forms governmental entity, and governmental entity also gives services to the government, and government gives them grant. That is also exempted. Can we go ahead, everyone? The next one over here is, please come down. Please come down, everyone. Now, everyone over here now, listen to me very carefully. Here, and Baba, 1 mark, 100% will come from this chart. Sir, 2 mark comes, very good. 3 mark, very good. Everyone over here now. If it doesn't come, Baba, ignore. Assigning the right to use or collect excess royalty. Baba, excess royalty collection contractor ko government goes ahead and gives the right. Okay. Now I'll go ahead and first explain you what is a royalty. Now here, government, state government gives mining company which is there, they go ahead and give the mining license. Okay, giving of mining license is a supply of service. These people have to go ahead and give a lump sum amount. Lump sum amount, supposingly they told that 1 lakh ton we will mine and we'll give you 1 crore rupees. Are we clear, everyone? If you do any excess mining, you have to pay excess royalty. Can I go ahead, everyone? Now they have to pay GST under RCM on the fixed amount. So supposingly government have gone ahead and told the miner that fixed amount payable is 1 crore. For how many tons mining? 1 lakh ton. Now whenever supposingly miner mined 3 lakh ton, how much extra mining done? 2 lakh ton. So Baba, 2 lakh ton at the rate rupees 100 per ton. On that, he'll have to pay 2 crore rupees per GST. How much, everyone? He'll have to pay GST 36 lakh. Are we clear, everyone? So can I go ahead and tell on the excess royalty, he will end up paying 36 lakh rupees ka GST under RCM. Do you guys agree with me? Now what will happen? Now this miner, no. Do you think government will go to the miner and say, hey, give me this much, give me the royalty? Do you think government will go and do? So what government does it? Government gives the right to someone else that you go and collect. Are we clear? So government gave the right to collect excess royalty. Government gave the right to collect excess royalty, and these people have to pay a fixed amount in the bidding. So supposingly government gave him the right to collect excess royalty. He says, I will collect excess royalty, I'll give you this much amount. He told, I will give you 1 crore rupees to the government. On 1 crore, he is also a business entity. He has to pay GST under RCM. How much GST? 18%, supposingly is 18 lakh rupees. Now tell me one thing. Don't you think this guy is actually collecting the royalty only and giving it to the government by keeping some share? Yes or no? So Baba, on that royalty, excess royalty, when already 36 lakh is paid, that royalty is only going to the government through me. Then Baba, what government is telling is, okay, 36 lakh already GST paid, your 18 lakh shall be accepted. Is my point 100% clear to all? Now, supposingly, the miner went ahead. So here I've gone ahead and told how much the miner paid, everyone? 36 lakh. Excess royalty collection contractor bought the rights for how much? 1 crore. On 1 crore, GST is 18 lakh. Because 36 lakh already paid by the miner, 18 lakh shall be exempt under 65B. Is my point clear to all? Can we go ahead? The next one over here is, supposingly, mining done only 2 lakh ton. 2 lakh ton means 1 lakh ton was already allowed. 1 lakh extra mining is 1 lakh ton is extra mining. 100 rupees means 1 crore rupees pay 18%. 18 lakh will be paid by whom? Miner will pay 18 lakh under RCM on the excess royalty. Now this guy supposingly had to pay fixed amount of 2 crore rupees. So 2 crore per GST was how much? 36 lakh. Now tell me one thing, if he is collecting from the miner and giving to the government, miner has paid only 18 lakh, then his exemption will be restricted to only 18 lakh rupees. So 36 lakh say, see, on 2 crore he has to pay 36 lakh, 36 lakh say How much? 18 lakh will be exempted. Remaining 18 lakh GST will be payable under RCM by whom? ARCC, Excess Royalty Collection Contractor. I hope everyone got this point. I'll close my discussion on government related services here. Now, please come to the next chart, everyone. Now, everyone over here, let's go ahead and learn transportation services. Everyone over here, transportation services. Transportation can be of passenger also. Transportation can be of goods also. People, you have to talk with me. Transportation can be of passenger. Transportation can be of goods. Whenever transportation is of passenger with or without accompanied belongings, means they can have bags, they can't, they don't have bags, no problem. Can I go ahead, everyone? Now, that can be by air, road, rail, or water. Transportation of passenger can be done by air, rail, road, water. Then, Baba, goods transportation also can be done by road, rail, water, air. Are we clear, everyone? This chart, one question should come. 1 mark, 2 mark, something. Because there are a lot of small amendments. Can I go ahead, everyone? Everyone over here now, listen. Now, whenever it is transportation of passenger by air, Baba, air transportation of passenger is always taxable. But then they went ahead and told this are the northeastern states which are there. So government went ahead and told that if you are coming from or if you are going to Batmans, what is Batmans, everyone? B for Bagdogra in West Bengal, A for Arunachal, T for Tripura, Manipur, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Assam, Nagaland, and Sikkim. Can you tell me Batmans, everyone? Remember always, Batmans fly free. ठीक है everyone, there is no GST. B for Bagdogra, louder Baba. Bagdogra. A for Arunachal. N for EAT. T for Tripura. M for Manipur, Meghalaya, Mizoram. A for Assam. N for Nagaland. And S for Sikkim. Batmans always fly free. Remember, I was flying in the class. Batmans always fly free. There is no GST. Are we clear? It is exempted. Now, what happened? Now, if you can, if you're supposedly, I'm from Assam. Okay. Now, if I'm going to Assam, coming back from Assam in business class. Now, just imagine if I can afford business class, I can afford GST also. The government went ahead and made a change over here, and government told people who are flying in business class will have to pay GST. Only economy class has been exempted. Are we clear? Part of amendment, please be very careful. So, business class, taxable. The next one over here is, sir, transportation of passenger by road. Now, whenever I am going ahead and talking about transportation of passenger by road, now road transportation may you have stage carriage. What do you mean by stage carriage? A stage carriage is one which goes in stages. Baba, your BMTC bus which is there, it is going from one stop to another, one stop to another, one stop to another. So it is going in stages. Stage carriage, non-AC is exempted. AC is always Baba, if you can afford AC, go in a BMTC bus, your local bus which is there. If they are giving you AC, they will charge you GST. Are we clear, everyone? Now, non-AC is always exempt because government in public interest has exempted. But remember one thing, everyone, wherever it is exempted, if those services are provided to an e-commerce operator, do you remember, everyone? Transportation of passenger in omnibus or any motor vehicle, if provided through e-commerce operator, who will be liable? E-commerce operator, and hence exemption is not applicable if services are supplied through e-commerce operator under section number 9(5). The next one over here is, sir, contract carriage. What is a contract carriage? A contract carriage is a carriage which you book for going from one point to another. Are we clear, everyone? It is point to point transportation ke liye. Now, if it is non-AC, government told, okay, exempted, but exemption will not apply if services given through e-commerce operator. Sir, AC, radio taxi. Baba, you booked a radio taxi. What is the radio taxi? Ola, Uber, etc. You went online, booked. Are we clear, everyone? Now, all these radio taxis which are there, always taxable. Tourism is always, Baba, if you can afford tourism, you can afford GST. Conduct tour, always taxable. Charter or hire is also taxable. Now, I'll ask you one question, everyone. I'll ask you one question. Supposingly, my company which is there for the employees, we got a contract carriage. Okay, everyone? Okay. We did not get a contract carrier. Supposingly, for my employees, what I did is I hired one tempo traveler. I hired one tempo traveler for my employees so that they can go home, come back from home. Is it a contract carrier? Okay, supposingly it is contract carriers. I hired it and told you have to take my employees from my office to home, home to back office. Okay, everyone. Now you tell me one thing. We have taken it on what? Higher. Is it exempted or is it taxable? It is taxable. If you take it on higher, it is always taxable. Are we clear, everyone? There's a clarification which is there over here. I'll go ahead and show it to you. See over here, everyone. In your see, it says whether hiring of vehicle by firm for transportation of employee to and fro work is exempted under 15B of the central tax, transportation of passenger by non-AC contract carriers. Baba, non-AC contract carriers, may will it be exempted? Tell me one thing, if you have taken a contract carriage on hire for transportation of employees from office to home, home to office, then is it exempted? Taking on hire is never exempted, and hence the clarification came, no, the exemption shall not be applicable where contract carriage is hired for a period of time during which the contract carriage is at the disposal of the service recipient, and the recipient is thus free to decide the manner of usage of route and schedule subject to condition agreement between the service provider. Are we clear, everyone? And it says hiring a vehicle by firm for transportation of their employee is not transportation of passenger. It is not passenger. Supposingly, I have a contract carriage. Okay, everyone. I am taking people from one point to another. It's a non-AC contract carriage. Passengers get up. I tell, okay, from this point to this point, I'll charge you this much. That is exempted. Transportation of passenger. If I take it on hire, it is always taxable. Is my point clear to all? Can I go ahead? Government is for the public, and public, basically passenger transportation is exempt. Is my point clear to all? Got it? Now, everyone over here, please come back. Then, metered cab. Baba, metered cab is one which you show your hand and it will stop, right, everyone? Metered cab ka case mein auto rickshaw and e-rickshaw was always exempted. Book through e-commerce. Baba, if the booking is done through Ola, Uber, etc., e-commerce operator shall be liable. Then we have rail transportation. Metro, monorail, tramway is always exempted. Remember, metro rail, monorail, tramway is always exempted, Baba, because it is public transportation. Then rail ka case mein, if you can are going in non-AC, it is exempt. First class and AC is always taxable. The next one over here is vessel transportation. What do you mean by vessel transportation, everyone? Vessel in case of sea. Inland waterways is within India when you are using the rivers. Are we clear, everyone? Inland waterways is when you are using the river route. In India, there is a long river route which is there. River routes, when it is used, government told it is always exempt. But supposingly, this is the Indian coastline. Okay, from one place to another place, people use the ship to go. Now, government is telling if it is public transportation, then it will always be exempted. You know what happens? Supposingly, Baba, if I go ahead and tell you over here, this is supposingly Goa. Okay, everyone. What happens in Goa? From one point to another point, people go in ferry. You know ferry? Correct? That is again public transportation or not? Yes. Now, if ferry ke through public transportation is done, now if the ferry is being owned by public, by PSU or government, or it is owned by any private person, always remember this is a circular which I am talking about. Okay, everyone, what is the circular telling? The circular says that supposingly whether GST is applicable on private ferry ticket, for instance, private ferries are used as mean of transportation from one island to another in Andaman and Nicobar. Baba, this is supposingly India mein. Where is Andaman Nicobar? Left side, right side? Here, this side, this side, this side, this side. Oh. This one, no. Very good. Correct, no. Okay. People know. See, now what will happen? Ferries will run from here to here to go from here to here. Baba, this side is what? This side is what? Lakshadweep. Very good. Now, everyone, people are wondering, oh no, geography is very bad. Now, here to here, these ferries will run. Okay, everyone, these ferries will run. Now, listen. When the ferries are going, it says transportation of passenger by public transport other than predominantly for tourism in a vessel between places located in India is exempt. Always remember, public transportation is exempt. Now, the ferry can be run by whom? owned and operated by private sector or PSU or government, it's the ticket of the ferry, 10 rupees, 20 rupees will always be exempted. Are we clear, everyone? Can we go ahead? Did you guys get it? Now, everyone over here now, please come back. So what did I tell you over here? Number one amendment, I've already told you. This one, road we are done, rail we are done, water may, public transportation is exempt, whether it is done by ferry, which ferry can be owned privately or by the government. Tourism, taxable. Transportation outside India. You went on a cruise outside India, taxable. Can I go ahead, everyone? Now, please come to the right hand side. Right hand side, we have air transportation. Air ke through domestic transportation of goods. People, we are in goods now. Okay, everyone. Goods transportation is always taxable. Internationally, if you are going from India outside India, it is exempted till 30th 9 2022. 22 is yet to come or gone, and hence now GST is payable. It is GST is payable. It is no more under exemption. Please write down and keep. 30th September 2022 is gone and now it is taxable. Can I go ahead, everyone? From outside India to India is still exempt. Can I go ahead, everyone? International transportation of goods from India to outside was exempted. From India to outside was exempted, but now it is under GST. Can I go ahead, everyone? GST is payable, but from outside to India is still exempt. The next one over here is if you are doing transportation of goods by water, inland waterways, government is telling use the rivers for goods or passenger. I will not charge anything because rivers, our traffic will be less on the road. So use the rivers. Can I go ahead, everyone? The next one over here is vessel ke through if transportation is happening. If it is coastal transportation, what do you mean by coastal transportation? One coast in India to another coast in India, if goods are being transported, government is telling it is always taxable, but exemption was given in case of random item. Can you tell me random item, everyone? R for relief material, A for agricultural produce, N for newspaper and magazines which are registered, then D for defense and military equipment, O for organic manure, M for milk, salt, food grains, etc. Can I go ahead, everyone? What is random? Relief material, agricultural produce, newspaper and magazine, defense and military equipment, organic manure, milk, salt, food grains, etc. Can I go ahead? Now, everyone listen to me very carefully. Earlier, railway equipment and car transportation was also exempted. Now, railway equipment transportation will be taxed. Can I go ahead, everyone? The next one over here is vessel ke through if transportation is happening of goods, and it is international transportation from outside India to custom station in India, it shall be what, everyone? From outside India into India, it shall be taxable. Now, from India, outside India, from India to outside India was exempted up to 30th September. But 30th September is gone and hence it is now taxable. GST will be payable. Can I go ahead, everyone? GST payable, taxable, whatever you want to write. Can I go ahead? Now listen. Sir, it is taxable from outside India if goods are brought into India. Indian shipping company was there, they brought it, then they will charge you GST under forward charge. You are in India, he is also in India. But foreign shipping company brought, then you being the importer, you will pay GST under RCM. Can I go ahead, everyone? I hope you remember section number 5.3 in your RCM ka chapter. Foreign shipping company, transportation of goods by vessel, you have to pay GST under RCM. Can I go ahead, everyone? Yes, sir. Point is clear. People, please come to the rail. Rail ke through if transportation was happening, or it was always taxable, but random item is always exempt. Now, here also, railway equipment and material has been omitted, and hence now it is taxable. Can we go ahead, everyone? Next. Sir, road transportation. If goods are being transported by road transportation may courier. What is courier, everyone? Courier, see, GTA gives you consignment note. Courier doesn't give you consignment note. Courier is generally used for time sensitive item. Done? Okay. Courier is always taxable. Door to door service. Can we go ahead, everyone? Here, if it is others like individual truck wala, tempo operators, cart, bullock cart, then it will be always exempted. Can I go ahead, everyone? Now I want to go ahead and ask you, mining sites will be there. You know mining sites, black color ka, Baba coal ka mining site is there. Now what will happen? I am one person, I have truck. Mining site wala person told me for taking all the coals, etc. We want all your trucks to be deployed in our mining site with driver. What service am I giving them? I am giving them Hiring of truck ka service. Is it anywhere in exemption? No, Baba, it is not under exemption. People try to get it over here that when individual truck walas are doing, Baba, individual truck wala, what do they mean over here? For an example, I bought a refrigerator. I went outside the shop. Now, one truck wala was there. I told, how much will you take to transport this fridge from here to there? He told me, sir, I will take 500. That is being exempted when individual truck walas are transporting. But if I go ahead and give you the truck on hire, that is never under exemption. And that is the clarification which is over here. People see over here. I'm including everything. See here. Whether transportation of minerals within a mining area, say from mining pit where the mining is done, okay, head to the railway siding, Baba, where they will put it in the railway ka boxes. Are we clear, everyone, for further transportation? So mining site say they will take it to the railway ka line so that they can put it in the railway and it can be transported. It says beneficiation plant, okay, by vehicle deployed with driver for a specific duration of time would be covered under entry number 18, which exempt transportation of goods by road except by GTA. If it is not done by GTA, if anyone is doing transportation of goods by road, if it is not a GTA, it is exempted. Individual truck walas, etc., who don't issue consignment note, their services of transportation of goods is exempted. Now, here, am I doing transportation of goods for you, or I gave you my truck itself? I gave you a truck on hire. And it says over here, no such renting of truck and other freight vehicle with drivers for a period is the service of renting of transportation vehicle with operator and not a service of transportation of goods, and consequently it is not eligible for exemption under entry number 18. It is not transportation of goods, it is services of giving on rent or hire, and it is always taxable. Can I go ahead, everyone? Please be very careful over here. Small point which I'm going ahead and telling you. The next one over here is, sir, GTA ka service. Baba, do you remember GTA ka services? GTA ka services, I think I've already gone ahead and told you under reverse charge. I hope you guys remember. Now, wherever it was taxable, you have to see if it is random item. Wherever it was taxable, if it is random item, then it will always be exempted. Can I go ahead, everyone? Listen to me very carefully. GTA ka services given to a registered person. GTA ka services given to a registered person. TDS deductor A, B, C category exempted. Sir, TDS deductor D category, notified category, RCM. Correct, everyone? Other registered person, RCM. RCM or forward charge. Correct, everyone? GTA giving to unregistered person, factory, body corporate, society, cooperative society, partnership firm, RCM or forward charge. GTA giving to unregistered CTP, exempt. GTA giving to other unregistered person, exempt. Where it was exempt, you leave it. Wherever it is taxable under RCM or 12 or 5% forward charge, there you have to see that if it is random item, it shall be exempted. Are we clear, everyone? Can I go ahead? A GTA is a person who issues a consignment note. If it is given to unregistered person, even though the unregistered person is FB Scoop, then it shall be taxable. Unregistered person is others, then it will be exempt. Unregistered person is CTP, it is exempt. Registered person, government department, then Baba, TDS deductor, exempt. Other registered person, it was always taxable. Wherever it is taxable, please be very careful that if it is random item, what is random item? Over here, then it shall be exempt. But sir, here one point was there that if GTA is going ahead and giving me a truck where full truck ke liye it is charging me 1500, it was earlier exempted. And if GTA is transporting supposedly for 3 consignee and per consignee it is charging only 750, then also it was exempted. Consignment full truck ke liye, if it is charging me supposing 1500, GST was not there. Per consignment 750, then also GST was not there. Now what people started doing is splitting the bills. Government told leakage of revenue is happening. We can't leave it. We will have to go ahead and delete this entry, and hence now taxable. Can I go ahead, everyone? I hope you guys are clear till here. Now, everyone over here, below we have one small entry which says giving on hire to state transport undertaking a motor vehicle to carry passengers greater than 12. State transport, Karnataka state transport undertaking is there. I gave a motor vehicle for carrying what? More than 12 passengers to them. I'll not go ahead and charge GST. To local authority electric vehicle I've given. Now, then also I will not go ahead and charge any GST. If I am giving to a goods transport agency, what? A truck supposingly, then also I will not go ahead and charge any GST. Giving of truck to a goods transport agency, electric vehicle to a local authority, state transport undertaking ko if you are giving one vehicle, basically for transportation of passenger more than 12. Can I go ahead, everyone? Now on the right hand side, I have gone ahead and told giving on hire, the same thing repeated. The same thing repeated. Giving on hire includes renting also. Array, giving on hire means what? Renting. This clarification also was given by the government. That means of transportation of goods to GTA. Actually, this is repeat. Can I go ahead, everyone? Now, sir, satellite launch services are given by ISRO, Antrix, NSIL, New Space India Limited. Baba, satellite launch services are always exempt. Can we go ahead, everyone? Now, please come to the left side. Now, what happened? Airlines are telling we don't want to go to the northeastern state or we don't want to go to this area, that area. Government is telling you have to go to every area. They are telling, sir, it is not viable for us to go to all those areas. Government told we will give you money. Funding, please go to those areas. Are we clear, everyone? So, whenever airlines are giving transportation services, basically they are giving these services to the government only, by going to those areas. And government will go ahead and give them what? Viability. They are telling it is not viable to go to those areas, sir. Then government will give them viability gap funding, and viability gap funding will be always exempted. Are we clear, everyone? Can we go ahead, everyone? Now, so when airlines are giving services to the government and government is giving in return what, everyone? Viability gap funding, it shall be exempted. Now, everyone, but it is only for the first 3 years. Now, everyone over here. Now, here there was a point which had come. Services associated with transit cargo to and Nepal, Bhutan. Listen to me very carefully. Supposingly outside India, say one ship has come. Ship say goods are being unloaded. Goods are now being loaded in a truck and truck is being sent to what? Nepal ka border. Are we clear, everyone? There is one person who is giving transit cargo related service. Now, what will happen? This truck will go from here to here. Are we clear? The truck went with the goods. Now the truck is coming back with empty containers. Yes or no, everyone? Now, when empty containers are coming back, for that also, it is a service in relation to what? Transit cargo only. Array, truck went. Will the truck never come back with the empty container? When the truck is coming back with the empty container, if supposingly transit cargo ke liye any charges are being charged for going as well as coming. Now there was a dispute saying only transit cargo related service when it is for going to Nepal, it is exempted. When empty containers are coming back, it shall not be exempted. Are we clear, everyone? And hence government came up with a clarification saying, sir, going and empty containers coming back, both are transit cargo related services and hence we will go ahead and exempt. So truck went with the goods. Now the truck is coming back. Empty containers are coming back. When the empty containers are coming back, that is also transit cargo related services only. To or fro Nepal, both exempted. If it is a service in relation to what, everyone? Transit cargo. Are we clear, everyone? So going with the goods and coming back of empty container will also be exempted to and fro. Can I go ahead, everyone? The next one over here is, which is the other one left out? Okay, here. Entry number 61A over here. What is entry number 61A talking? It says, Baba, you would have seen, no, on many trucks it is written state permit, national permit, all this thing, all this national permit, state permit which is given. Against that, a fees will be charged by the state government. Whatever fees is being charged, on that there is no GST. Can we go ahead, everyone? Granting of national permits to goods carriers to operate throughout India or contiguous state, there will be no GST. What is contiguous state, everyone? The neighboring state. We share the common border. So if I am in Karnataka, whatever is the neighboring state will be the contiguous state. So if any permission is given to operate in contiguous state or nationwide, both are being exempted. Are we all 100% clear, everyone? Remember for your exam, very, very important chart. Economy class, business class is always taxable. The next one which I went ahead and told you over here was, sir, charter or hire wala point. If employees ka transportation ke liye a vehicle has been taken on hire, it is not exempted. It is always taxable. This point also I told you. Then I went ahead and told you public transportation ferry, when it is being owned by PSU, government or anyone, it shall always be, public transportation shall always be exempted. Here I went ahead and told you this 1500 and 750 wala point. It is no more under exemption. GTA charging will, any amount will be taxable. The next one over here is this point, everyone. Earlier it was exempt, now it is taxable. This point everyone, random item में railway equipment deleted, correct everyone. Then international transportation from India to outside India by air was exempted till 30th of September. Now it is taxable. Rail transportation, railway equipment was exempted. Now it is taxable. Railway equipment transported through rail will also be taxable. And here I went ahead and told you one more point that, sir, transit cargo related service to and fro both are being exempt. Means when the transit cargo is going from here, empty containers are also coming. For that, if there is any charges which are being taken, then also it will be exempted. I hope everyone is clear till here. I'm done with the chart of transportation services. Come to the next chart, everyone. Admission related services, everyone. C graded chart. Okay. What if one mark comes? Correct. Now, everyone over here. Admission related services. Let's go ahead and understand. Now, supposingly, services by way of admission, that is entry ticket when it is sold. Okay. Now, entry ticket for museum, okay, national park, wildlife, tiger, reserve, zoo, etc. No value limit, any amount shall be exempted. The next one over here is entry number 79A, protected monuments which are declared as protected monuments under the Archaeological Sites Remain Act or State Act, like the Taj Mahal. Any amount if it is being charged, there will be no GST. The next one over here is FIFA Under 17 World Cup 2017. When the entry tickets were sold, there was no GST. FIFA Under 17 Women World Cup 2020. Baba, 2020 COVID came and hence this could not happen. So they went ahead and now amendment. Whenever it is rescheduled, the entry ticket which will be sold will be exempted. Total bakwas. The next one over here is Asian Football Confederation Women's Asia Cup 2022. The tickets when it will be sold, there will be no GST. Baba, entry ticket only I'm talking about as of now. Can I go ahead, everyone? The next one over here is, sir, entry number 81, circus, dance, theatrical program, including drama, ballet, award function, concert, pageant. What is a pageant, everyone? What is a pageant? Fashion show. Can I go ahead, everyone? Musical performance, any sporting event other than recognized sporting event, or if it is a recognized sporting event or planetarium, if the entry ticket is only up to 500 rupees, then it shall be exempted per person. Okay, everyone, not couple. Over here it is per person. Per person, 500. Per person, 500. 510, full amount taxable. Can I go ahead, everyone? Now, I've written some point over here. Any water park, amusement park, fully taxable. Film city, snow city, theme park, fully taxable. Cinema hall, fully taxable. Now here, one entry number 78 is there. Services by an artist by way of performance in folk or classical art form. Baba, what is folk or classical art form? Of music, dance, theatre. Folk and classical art form, government is telling if there are artists. Nowadays, everybody has started dancing in Bollywood song. Government is telling if there are artists who are trying to preserve the folk and classical art form of music, we will try to support them. And hence, government is telling if they are doing in music, folk music can be Bhangra, Rajasthani song, dance can be Bharatnatyam, Kathak, etc. Right, everyone? So if anyone is doing, any artist is doing folk and classical art form of music, may dance, sing, music, anything, then they are telling theatre program exempt if the consideration they are charging per performance is only up to 1.5 lakh. Can I go ahead, everyone? The next one over here is, remember, performance in Bollywood song. If they perform in Bollywood song, always taxable. Supposing these people they became brand ambassador, then what will happen? Then also it will be fully taxable. Are we clear, everyone? As a brand ambassador giving services will be always taxable. Government is telling I'm trying to preserve the folk and classical art form of music and theater and dance. Everyone over here. Now listen to me very carefully. This FIFA and Asian Football Confederation and its subsidiaries are there in India. To do this, FIFA World Cup or AFC, Asian Football Confederation, they will take lot of service and they will also provide lot of services. Yes or no, everyone? Those services which they take are also exempt. Those services which they provide are also exempt. Are we clear, everyone? Now here you have to remember that, sir, this whenever reschedule wala point, 1 minute, I'll tell you. See, this FIFA Women World Cup 2020. Baba, whenever this is rescheduled, entry ticket also will be exempt. Plus, whenever FIFA When this is rescheduled, then they will also start taking some service and providing some services in India. Those services, whenever rescheduled, will be exempted. Whenever rescheduled word is added, that's it. Nothing. Total bakwas. Chalo. Are we done, everyone? We are done with your chart of admission. Congratulations, people. People watching at home, I hope you guys are clear. Chalo, let's move to the next chart, everyone. Please come to the next chart of agriculture. Everyone, listen to me very carefully. Agriculture being the backbone of the country, government is selling. See, agricultural produce, when they are selling, there is no GST. Agriculture is, whenever he is selling agricultural produce, there is no GST. Now, government is selling, if input services where we charge GST, they will not be able to take input. When they are taking any services or goods they are buying on that, if GST is there, they will not take input. If they don't take input, it will become part of their cost. If it becomes part of their cost, agricultural produce will become expensive. Agricultural produce expensive, people who are buying will not bear. Ultimately, agriculture will suffer. Correct, everyone? And hence, government went ahead and exempted lot of services with respect to agriculture. Let's go ahead and get it done, everyone. Now, listen. From starting of cultivation till the end when it is sold, I've gone ahead and drawn one chain and I've tried to explain what are the various services. Everyone over here, listen to me very carefully. When you want to go ahead and do agriculture, you want land, you want tractor, you want laborers, correct? You want land related services, agriculture related service, lot of services has been exempted. Government says if entry number 54, services relating to cultivation of plant and rearing of life form of animal, if you are taking services in relation to cultivation of plant and rearing of life form of animal. What do you mean by rearing of life form of animal? See, we don't say growing chickens. Chickens are not grown. The hen, etc. is not grown. It is called, good word is rearing of life form of animal. Are we clear, everyone? So it says, why are you going ahead and doing cultivation of plant and rearing of life form of animal? For food, for fiber, for fuel. Cow dung is being used for fuel, then Baba, any raw material or other similar product or for agricultural produce. Then they are going ahead and telling if services are taken by way of agricultural operation directly relating to production of agricultural produce. To produce agricultural produce, if you go ahead and take any services which includes cultivation, Baba, cultivation related services you took, harvesting related services you took, threshing related services you took, plant protection related services you took, testing related services you took, it shall be exempt. A point done over here. Then we have 54 May B point. Now you to do agriculture, you need farm laborers. Correct, everyone? You hired laborers from one person. That is also exempted. Then Baba, C point I'll talk later. Okay, C point I'll talk later. Number one, cultivation related service, harvesting related services will be exempted. Might be you went ahead and took soil testing ka services, right? Now, in the agricultural farm, soil testing ka services you took. Might be in the agricultural farm, you took some fumigation ka services here so that the crops doesn't go bad. Are we clear, everyone? All the services shall be always exempted. Then, now this agricultural machine you wanted, agricultural machine taking is also exempted. You don't have a land. You took a land on rent from someone. On the land, might be supposingly, on the land, there is a small hut which is there to keep your agricultural produce. Then also it shall be exempted. So simple, I'll tell you. Land you took, no GST. Now, land may you wanted agricultural machine, no GST. Sir, laborers you wanted, no GST. Cultivation related services, no GST. Harvesting, threshing, plant protection, all related services, there will be no GST. Can I go ahead, everyone? Now, your agricultural work is done. After the agricultural work is done, entry number 54 ka C point says that if you are going ahead and taking any services by way of basically for doing the processes at agricultural farm like husking, dehusking, trending, pruning, cutting, drying, cleaning, fumigation, curing, sorting, grading, cooling, bulk packing, etc., which do not change the essential characteristic but makes it marketable for the primary market. Baba, in the agricultural farm, in the farm, if you get fumigation done, if you go ahead and get drying, cutting, sorting, grading, etc., ka services done, they are going ahead and telling on those services there will be no GST. Are we clear? It should not change the essential characteristic. Means apple should remain apple. Apple should not become happy. Potato should remain potato. Potato should not become chips. So what they are going ahead and telling, if agricultural produce, because of the service which you took, now if there is a service which is provided with respect to agricultural produce, remaining agricultural produce, then that service will be exempted. If because of the service agricultural produce becomes non-agricultural produce, then Baba GST will come. Are we clear? So Apple remains Apple, no GST. Apple became Appy juice because of the service. That service where GST will come. Are we clear, everyone? So what are agricultural produce? Apple, potato, tomato. Tomato cleaning is done. You will not take dirty tomatoes in the market, right? So all those cleaning, drying, cutting, etc. service which does not change essential characteristic. Apple, potato, tomato remains apple, potato, tomato. It doesn't become appy juice. It doesn't become chips or it doesn't become ketchup. That services will be taxable. But if it agricultural produce remains agricultural produce, then not taxable. Can I go ahead, everyone? These are the agricultural produce: coffee bean, paddy, tea leaves, sugar cane, whole pulses. All these are what? Agricultural produce. Apple juice, potato chips, ketchup, processed coffee beans, powder, rice, tea. Our tea leaves became tea. Processed. Correct, everyone? Jaggery, dehusked pulses, processed spices, dry fruits, biscuits. All these are. If any service, we are not talking about the goods. We are talking about service taken in respect of agricultural produce. Leading an agricultural produce to remain agricultural produce is exempt. Otherwise, it is taxable. I hope everyone is clear. Now your goods are ready. Everyone, your goods are ready. What will you do? You will store the goods in a warehouse. Correct or not? Now tell me one thing. Does an agriculturist store the good? Does he have so much capital that he will store the goods, or he sells it to someone and somebody else stores it generally? Baba, there will be people who will be rich people who will come and buy everything and go from an agriculture. Correct or not? Those people generally store those goods and sell it further. The government went ahead and told, now warehousing may what will happen? Warehousing may fumigation in the warehouse of agricultural produce will be done. It is not the agriculturist who bears the cost. Generally, it is those big people who buy the goods and store it and keep. Correct or not? And hence, this entry was being deleted and they told fumigation in the warehouse of agricultural produce will now be taxable. Everyone over here, I want to go ahead and talk about it quickly. See over here. Now it says over here, agricultural related services may, they are telling, see. Services by way of fumigation in a warehouse of agricultural produce will be exempted. But sir, tell me one thing. Processes, if they are undertaken at agricultural farm may, if any process is undertaking, and farm may, when I was drying, cutting, that time, if any fumigation service is taken, then sir, see here. It says agricultural operation directly in relation to agricultural produce, including cultivation, harvesting, threshing, plant protection. Might be for plant protection if you go ahead and do anything. Are we clear, everyone? I hope this point is clear to all. See, here, agricultural farm may fumigation is done. That shall be always exempt. But later, once the goods are ready, training, cutting, pruning is done, later when you in the warehouse, then it is flexible. Can we go ahead, everyone? I hope everyone is clear. Chalo. Now, everyone over here now, listen to me very carefully. So it says fumigation in the warehouse of agricultural produce is always taxable now. Can we go ahead before that? Please be careful. Fumigation you saw and you told exempt. No, don't do that. Can I go ahead, everyone? The next one over here is warehousing of agricultural produce or rice. If anyone is doing warehousing of agricultural produce and rice, that is still exempted. Now, if anybody is going ahead and doing warehousing of minor forest produce like tamarind, curry leaf, tendu patta, bamboo, honey, etc., that is still exempt. Warehousing of cereal, pulses, and fruits and vegetable. CPFV. You remember? CPFV is only exempted warehousing. Other than that, all these nuts, spices, copra, all these points have now been deleted. Entry widened. Government wants more tax. Scope of GST collection widened. Can I go ahead, everyone? Are we clear to all? Can I go ahead? Next. Everyone over here, I did agricultural operation, processes at agricultural farm, then warehousing I did. After Baba, now just imagine, if supposingly I am a agriculturist only. I am storing my goods. Will I let my goods rot or I will sell it further? After warehousing, what will happen? I will sell it. So now that APMC agents will come, Agricultural Produce Marketing Committee ka agent, they will tell, hey, give me the goods, I will sell it further. They will take some commission. Their commission is also exempted. And hence, they will not require registration under section number 23(1). 23(1)(a), because their services are wholly exempted. And also compulsory registration was not required by them. APMC agents, registration chapter. Next, everyone, services by an agri. Yes, was very low. Got it, everyone? Do you recall? Okay. Services by an agricultural produce marketing board or commission agent, services of purchase and sale of agri produce. Remember one thing. First of all, agriculture is not a taxable person, so they will not take registration. Secondly, their commission pay, there is no GST. Hence, even if their commission exceeds 20 lakh, because they are not liable to pay any tax, they will not take registration. I told registration. Everyone over here. Now, what they will do, they sold it. Once they sold it, what will happen? It will be loaded and transported. Loading, unloading, packing, storage of where agricultural produce or rice is always exempted. Now, if agricultural extension service giving knowledge about agriculture is being given to farmers, etc., knowledge is free. Can I go ahead, everyone? Now, what will happen? Transportation will happen. Transportation of agricultural produce or rice by GTA, rail, our random item exempt. Can I go ahead, everyone? I hope point is clear to all. Now, everyone over here. On the top, we have one circular. See, these meals will be there, no? They will take paddy and convert into rice. Is there process converting agricultural produce into non-agricultural produce? Rice is not agricultural produce. Paddy is agricultural produce. This service will be taxable or not? Taxable. Simple. Hence, not exempt. Not exempt means it will be taxed. Can I go ahead, everyone? Sir, you look confused. Clear? Venki, your friend. Okay, chalo. We'll go ahead, everyone. Services by way of artificial insemination of livestock, except horses. Always remember, artificial insemination of livestock is always exempt. Horses, taxable. Then services by way of pre-cooling, ripening, waxing, retail packing, labeling of fruits and vegetables, which do not alter the essential characteristic, just labeling, packing, etc., will always be exempted. Then we have NCCD. NCCD is what, everyone? National Cold Chain Development Authority. Basically, they go ahead, but whatever is the full form, you understood? No, National Cold Chain Development, which is there. What they go ahead and do is they teach people how to take apples from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. Correct. Cold chain के लिए knowledge is being provided. So they go ahead and give knowledge dissemination. Their services are also exempted. Then Baba, supposingly an agriculturist who is there, he is telling, sir, from the road, please give the line electric connection to my farm. So Baba, Bescom supposingly they went ahead and gave the electric connection from the road till the agriculturist ka farm. Then they are going ahead and telling services supplied by electricity distribution utility, by construction, erection, commissioning, installation of infrastructure for extending distribution, electricity distribution network up to the tube well of the farmer or agriculture for agricultural use will be always exempt. Shahrukh Khan told, for my farmhouse, I want electricity to be there. And he paid. Baba, that is taxable. For agricultural use, is exempted. Can I go ahead, everyone? These are some example of rearing of life form of animal which I have gone ahead and given over here. That is for your knowledge. Okay, everyone, we have on the left hand side one. Entry number 55, carrying out an intermediate process as job work in relation to cultivation of plant and rearing of life form of animal, except horses, is also exempt. I am a job worker going ahead and doing any job work related to cultivation of plant and rearing of life form of animal. My job work related services also will be exempted. I hope the point is clear to all. The amendment entry, I will go ahead and tell you once again. Number one, which one, everyone? This one. Warehousing wala, only CPFB. You find out the full form. You find out the correct word which you want to remember. And the next one, fumigation in warehouse is always taxable. Are we done, everyone? Here we are done with your exemption related to agriculture. Congratulations, people. Everyone, now listen. Okay, listen. Fumigation in warehouse of agricultural produce is the amendment entry. Now, this amendment is there in entry number 54, H also, and there is one entry number 53A also, which goes ahead and says the same thing, that fumigation in warehouse of agricultural produce was exempted earlier. Now, fumigation in warehouse of agricultural produce told in 54H is also entry deleted, so taxable, and 53A wala entry also deleted. Now it is taxable. So, fumigation in warehouse of agricultural produce, taxable. GST payable. Closed, everyone. We'll close the discussion on agriculture. Agriculture. Shall we move ahead, everyone? The next one, please come to the next one. Health services. Please come to the next one. Health services, everyone. People watching at home, I hope you guys are enjoying it. Chalo, let's go ahead. Health services. Health services may the first thing, services by way of healthcare service. People, they are going ahead and telling healthcare service will be exempted. Care of the health, right, everyone? Now, care of the health, according to me, putting cream, correct or not, that is healthcare. Now, what government is going ahead and telling healthcare, not according to you, according to me, and hence government went ahead and told healthcare. L is missing. Healthcare. Okay, everyone. Healthcare service. Okay, everyone. Healthcare service. My government is going ahead and telling healthcare services means any service by way of diagnose, treatment, and care. Diagnose, treatment, care. One person was diagnosed with one problem. Treatment was done. After the treatment is done, he will not be thrown out of the hospital. He will be taken in the room where, correct or not, he will be kept for some time under observation. Care will be taken. Nurse will come, thermometer will be given, correct, they will do the checking, etc. So that is care. Diagnose, treatment, and care, all the three are exempt. If it is in relation to pregnancy, abnormality, illness, injury, or deformity. So diagnose, treatment, and care when it is done for pregnancy, abnormality, illness, injury, or any deformity, and it should be done in recognized system of medicine. Are we clear? Baba, diagnose, treatment, and care. Diagnose, treatment, and care in respect of PAIID. Pregnancy, with me, everyone. Pregnancy, abnormality, illness, injury, and deformity. Always remember in Ayushan. Ayushan is a recognized system of medicine. Diagnose, treatment, and care in respect of pregnancy, abnormality, illness, injury, deformity in recognized system of medicine, which is Ayushan. Are we clear, everyone? Ayushan may A means what, everyone? Allopathy. Y means yoga. So, Baba, by using yoga, Baba Ramdev diagnose something, treatment is given, care is given. That is also under exemption. So, U for Unani. Then S for Siddha, H for homeopathy, Ayurveda, and naturopathy. When these systems are being used for diagnose, treatment, and care, Baba, supposingly you went to one Baba, Baba took one broom, and Baba gave one jhadu. Baba, jhada was given. Baba, all those things are not recognized in India. Okay, everyone? ठीक है. I'm not telling anything against anyone. I love Baba. Okay, I'm going ahead and telling only for classroom purpose we are understanding. Okay, no, I'm not promoting anyone, but okay. Now people will say, sir, you told no you love Baba, so we started going. Everyone over here. No. I didn't mean that. Then acupuncture, Chinese medicine, Reiki. Everyone over here. Acupuncture, Chinese medicine, Reiki, all this Baba treatment and all these are not recognized, and hence GST is always payable. Healthcare includes what? DTC paid in Ayushan. Can I go ahead, everyone? It also includes services by way of transportation of patient to and fro clinical establishment. Are we clear, everyone? Clinical establishment means is hospitals, etc. When ambulance services are given, that is also healthcare. The next one, it does not include hair transplant or cosmetic and plastic surgery if it is for beautification. Suppose this is Venki. Venki after some time became like this. So Venki got hair transplant done. Government is telling, Venki is telling, sir, why are you telling like this? People started looking at Venki. Hey, Venki, here, beautification. If you are spending, sorry, Venki. I didn't mean that. Okay. Okay. Venki is telling, sir, like this, you are telling. Okay. Beautification, then it will always be. It is not healthcare. Beautification is always taxable. Then, Baba, restore or restruct due to defect or injury is always. Government is selling beautification. If you can spend, you spend GST also. If it is not beautification, then it is always taxable. It is always exempt. Can I go ahead, everyone? You went to one, supposingly one person met with an accident. Because of the accident, might be one plastic surgery was done. That is not beautification. It shall be exempt. I hope everyone is clear till here. Now, healthcare. I started giving healthcare service. When COVID came, I started telling, okay, come, I will give healthcare service. You are not well, you take Dolo. Baba, so what I'm telling is healthcare services has to be provided by whom, then it will be exempt. Healthcare services given by clinical establishment, hospital, nursing home, clinic, sanatorium, or any other institution that offers diagnosed treatment and care for PID in Ayushan to or a place to carry out diagnostic or investigation service, all these labs, etc., which is there, all these are clinical establishment. Then we have authorized medical practitioner, which are doctors who are, Baba, you will see in villages, you have compounders. Those are not doctors. Their services are not healthcare. Are we clear? Not exempted. Can I go ahead, everyone? If authorized medical practitioner is there, who is an authorized medical practitioner? Who has passed MBBS and he has become a member of the council. Then if there are services given by paramedics, healthcare services given by whom? Paramedics, like trained healthcare professional who are nursing staff, physiotherapist, technician, then their services also will be exempted. Remember one thing, healthcare services given by clinical establishment, authorized medical practitioner or paramedics. Are we clear, everyone? Who are the three people, everyone? Clinical establishment, authorized medical practitioner, or paramedics. Done, sir. Point is clear. Now, what happened? Supposingly, now tell me one thing. Clinical establishment, all these people, when they are giving healthcare service includes transportation of patients also. Now, supposingly COVID came, Venki went ahead and told, I have one van which is there in the home. I will transport people hospital ko and hospital to back their home. He is not a clinical establishment, or he is not basically providing, he is not into healthcare services. He is not a clinical establishment or paramedic or authorized medical practitioner. Then also his services will be exempted. Over here, the transportation of a patient is exempted. Can I go ahead, everyone? Transportation of a patient is also exempted. The next one over here is, Baba, why should we all have the fun? Doctor, supposing doctor is not keeping, doctor nahi, Baba, dog is not keeping well, cat is not keeping well, Baba, you take them to the doctor, veterinary doctor, then also there will be no GST. Everyone listen to me very carefully. Earlier, this common not degradable, medical waste treatment facility services were exempted. They used to take all the waste from the hospitals and process it so that disease does not get spread. Otherwise, all this hospital ka needle, cotton, etc. Do you see on the road, organ is lying, waste organ? No, you will not see, because they are being taken by bio medical waste treatment facility. Earlier, their services to hospitals, etc. was exempted. Now it is under tax. So government will get money. Are we clear, everyone? Now taxable GST is payable. Amendment. Can I go ahead, everyone? Next one. What happens whenever one baby is born? Baby is connected to the mother with a umbilical cord, right, everyone? Umbilical cord preservation services were given earlier. Now also it is given. Earlier it was exempted. Now government is going ahead and telling it will be taxed. Services by cord blood bank is always taxable. Can we go ahead, everyone? It shall be now taxable. Government is going ahead and telling simple, we will keep it taxable. Next. Everyone over here, there is a proviso which got inserted. Number one, what is the amendment entry over here? Here. Now, listen to me very carefully. Now, when you go to a hospital, no, hospitals nowadays look like five-star hotel. Correct or not? So, government is going ahead and telling, if one person is in a hospital, admitted in a hospital, and hospital ka room rent which is there is more than 5,000. Clinical establishment providing rooms, having charges more than 5,000 per day per person will be now taxable. All other services will be exempted. But that room rent pay, they are going ahead and telling we will charge the tax. If room rent is more than 5,000 rupees. More than 5,000. Don't forget. Can I go ahead, everyone? More than. Now, if you see in the exam, you'll remember more than 5,000 is taxable. Now, you know what? All this ICU, ICCCU, NICU, all these charges per day can be 10,000, 20,000, 50,000 also. Correct? You don't know. Now, this ke liye, government is telling a person willingly will not go to a ICU and stay. Correct or not? Government told in that scenario, it will always be exempted. But if you can afford more than 5,000 ka room, you can afford GST also. But NICU, ICU, etc. ka charges pe there will be no GST. I hope point is clear, everyone. There are some circulars which are there. Room rent charge to inpatient. Baba, it was always exempted, but then now they are telling up to 5,000. I put the amendment over here, up to 5,000 per day per person will be exempted. Doctors or consultants are hired by hospital. See, doctors are hired by hospital and hospital gives the service and takes the money and they pay to the doctor. That is also under exemption. Doctors giving services to hospital is also healthcare and it shall be exempt. Retention money charged from patient is covered under healthcare and that is also exempt. The next one, food given to inpatient. Baba, tell me one thing. Do you ever get admitted to a hospital to eat food? So government is telling when inpatient is being there, a person is being admitted in a hospital, that person when food is being given, that healthcare is principal, food is not principal over there, and hence it shall be exempted. Now, when one person is admitted in a hospital, relatives will come, friends will come. Their main objective is to eat only. Correct or not? Now, government is going ahead and telling they will first go eat and then come to meet you. Only for classroom, I'm telling. Okay. Now, government is telling over there when outpatients or might be any of your relatives, doctors, etc., are going to eat, that service pay, when food is given to them by that canteen, they will charge GST. Can I go ahead, everyone? Here it was a composite supply, healthcare plus food. But if it is given bundled with healthcare, then it is exempt. Food given to outpatient, attender, visitor will GST will always be payable. Ambulance service by private service provider under National Health Mission is also exempt. Baba, National Health Mission ke under you are helping the government in providing 243 G and W wala services. So if you are Baba providing ambulance is a 243 G and W wala service. Okay. Now government wanted to provide 243 G wala service. Now if you are going in and helping government by giving ambulance ka services to accomplish that 243 GNW activity, then Baba, it shall be always exempt. Are we clear, everyone? Entry is always entry number 3 and 3A. What is 3 and 3A? Pure services or composite supply in relation to 243 GNW. Do you remember, everyone? Next, sir, clinical establishment giving shop, auditorium on rent, displays advertisement always taxable. Government is telling only healthcare is exempt. If they are doing advertisement, giving of shop on rent, auditorium on rent, it will always be taxable. Now, everyone over here, one small point came. Tell me one thing: why IVF is being used? To cure an abnormality with respect to abnormality, you tell it. I don't know the exact word. To cure an abnormality with respect to pregnancy. And Baba, diagnosed treatment with respect to pregnancy is always exempt. And hence, government came up with a clarification. Services by IVF are covered under healthcare and hence it will always be exempted. Are we clear, everyone? I have gone ahead and covered over here all the healthcare services. Let me see the amendment part. Court blood bank always taxable. Healthcare services may Baba hospital room rent more than 5,000, more than don't forget, more than 5,000 is taxable. The next one over here is biomedical wala. I have gone ahead and told you. And then the circular which is there, in the circular we had the IVF technology. IVF technology is with respect to pregnancy, infertility, right, everyone? And hence that is also exempted. Done, everyone. Please come back. We are done with your healthcare services. Congratulations, people. Done. Please come to the next chart, everyone. Legal services ka chart. Legal services ka chart mein you please come. Quickly come to the legal services ka chart. Baba, legal services mein arbitral tribunal services, advocate or individual. See, it is form of advocate or individual as advocate, excluding what? Senior advocate and senior advocate ka services. Always remember in advocate services. In advocate services, only remember this point, everyone. Whenever it is arbitral tribunal or advocate or senior advocate giving services to whom? Business entity whose aggregate turnover is greater than registration limit in preceding financial year, then this year, when you take the service, you have to pay GST under RCM. All other cases, it shall always be exempted. I hope this point is clear to all. See, if you see over here, given to person other than business entity, small business entity whose last year turnover was less than registration limit, or given to government, central government, state government, local authority, governmental authority, or governmental entity go when arbitral tribunal services are given, it shall always be exempt. Sir, firm of advocate or individual as advocate, firm of advocate or individual as advocate, when they are going ahead and giving services to another advocate, Baba Bro services exempt, person other than business entity exempt, small business entity exempt, big business entity RCM, giving to government, it shall always be exempt. Now, senior advocate giving services to person other than business entity, you took senior advocate ka service. Will you pay GST under RCM? Government told grapes are sour. We'll leave it. Exempt. Can I go ahead, everyone? Small business entity, exempt. Business entity which is big, RCM. Government to advocate services to government will always be exempt. So this is under RCM. All other things are under exemption. Are we clear, everyone? And always remember legal services when they are given by whom? Advocate. Only then it shall be under RCM. Can I go ahead, everyone? Now, here, a lot of students have thoughts which are going ahead and telling, sir, senior advocate giving to another advocate. Are you guys able to understand? You tell me one thing. You as an advocate, why will you take senior advocate ka service? You will not go ahead and take. Are we clear, everyone? Generally, senior advocate ka service are taken for the client. Might be Reliance is there. I'll go ahead and simply tell now that people have this thought. I'll quickly tell you. There is a senior advocate. Okay, everyone, there is a senior advocate. And there is an advocate over here. There is an advocate over here. Okay. And there is supposedly a business entity. Okay. And there is one business entity. Can you tell me when senior advocate gave the services to advocate and ultimately the services are given to a business entity only, right, everyone? And senior advocate gave it to an advocate and advocate gave it to a business entity. Now, this business entity supposingly is whose aggregate turnover is less than registration limit in the preceding financial year. Okay, and this is aggregate turnover is greater than registration limit in the preceding financial year, means it's a big business entity, and this is a small business entity. Correct, everyone? First of all, this point you will have no doubt. Advocate giving to a business entity, small business entity, what will happen? Exempt. Advocate giving to a business entity, small big business entity, what will happen? RCM. Correct, everyone? Is my point 100% clear? Now listen to me very carefully. When you read reverse charge country, it says if advocate services are given of any legal services are given, the ultimate litigant, petitioner, is always deemed as the recipient. Is always deemed as the recipient. Can you tell me if he is deemed as the recipient means he is not the recipient? If he is not the recipient, they will never pay GST under RCM. And now you tell me if this guy is deemed as the recipient of these services also, it means it is like senior advocate giving directly the services to the recipient. Do you guys agree with me? Array, recipient is deemed as the ultimate litigant, petitioner is deemed as the recipient. It means senior advocate is giving services to the recipient. Recipient is a small business entity. What will happen over here? Senior advocate is giving services to a business entity. He is the recipient, correct? Business entity is big. What will happen? Both the charges RCM, both the charges exempt. This is my opinion. There are a lot of litigations in this matter, but still, this is my opinion from my point of view. Can I go ahead, everyone? Chalo, please come back. We are done with your legal services. Congratulations, people. One. Please come to the next chart, everyone. Education. Please come to the next chart, which is education. Now, the next entry or the next service which we are going to talk is education related service. Education, again, being the backbone of the country. Government says, let's go ahead and try to give some exemption to education. And government went ahead and told educational institution co will go ahead and give services. Now, everyone, I am going ahead and teaching you. I am giving education. Mine is not educational institution as per government. Now, we have to go ahead and understand which are the educational institution under as per the government and to whom which services will be exempted. Let's understand educational institution. First of all, educational institution means institution providing services by way of preschool and up to 12th or equivalent. Preschool up to 12th or equivalent. Education as a part of curriculum for obtaining qualification recognized by law. If you are going ahead and providing education, which will ultimately result in what, everyone? Giving you a qualification, which is our degree. Can I go, everyone? Degree, which is being recognized by law, or education as a part of approved vocational education course. What do you mean by, sir, approved vocational education course? Always remember, approved vocational education course means a course which is run by industrial training. Training में spelling error is there, correct or not? Training. TRAININ. Correct? No, training institute. So what do you mean by vocational education course, everyone? A course which is run by Industrial Training Institute or Industrial Training Center, affiliated to the National Council for Vocational Training or State Council for Vocational Training, and it is offering courses in designated trade. Are we clear, everyone? So it should be what? Affiliated to the NCVT or State Council for Vocational Training, a modular employable skill course approved by the NCVT, run by a person registered with the Directorate General of Training, Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. Then also you will call it an approved vocational education course provider. So can you go ahead and tell me what are the three people who are under educational institution, preschool up to 12, education who is providing basically qualification, education which leads to qualification, and the last one, everyone, education is provided as a part of approved vocational education course. Now they are going ahead and telling, first of all, we have to see services provided to them, and then we'll talk about services provided by them. Sir, services provided to an educational institution, if education and skill we are talking, if they are provided, number one, transportation of student, faculty, and staff ka service you are providing. You are providing catering, including midday meal services. Are we clear, everyone? Or security, cleaning, housekeeping services. Always remember, security, cleaning, housekeeping services will be exempt only if it is performed in such institution within campus. Are we clear, everyone? Then admission or conduct of exam-related services, if they are given. But supplying of online journals and periodicals is not exempt because students up to 12 don't read online. Are we clear, everyone? So they are going ahead and telling what they read, but they are telling exemption is not there when these services are given to the educational institution. Only TCSA. T for transportation, S for security services, C for catering services, S for security, and A for admission related service or conduct of exam related services. The next one is when you are going ahead and giving it to basically after 12 means college. Are we clear? College may you go in bike. So transportation services are not exempted when they are provided to college basically. College or post college, Baba, that next MBA colleges, etc. The catering services not exempt, security housekeeping services, cleaning services not exempt, only admission or conduct of examination, online educational journal or periodicals when it is supplied, then it shall be exempted. Are we clear? First wala mein four things. Second wala mein last two. And the last one which is there, transportation, catering, security services are not exempted. Only admission or conduct of examination services related services are exempted. Online educational journal, all these are never exempted. Can we go ahead, everyone? Now, remember over here always. Now, when they are going ahead and providing all these three, see, these are services provided to educational institution are exempt. Which services I have already told you. First wala mein, first four, second wala mein, last two, and the last one, everyone, only one service. Admission and conduct of exam related service. Can I go ahead, everyone? Next. Sir, over here now, when these people are going ahead and providing services provided by educational institution to student, faculty, and staff, when they are providing to student, faculty, and staff, then it shall always be exempted. Whenever educational institution is providing to student, faculty, and staff. Now, tell me one thing. You came to Christ University supposedly to take admission. You are not my student yet. I will go ahead and take your exam before going ahead and giving you admission. Entrance test, I will go ahead and charge you an amount. That also will be exempted. Can we go ahead, everyone? By way of conduct of entrance test against entrance fees, if services are given to prospective student, then also it shall be exempted. Now here there is a small circular which went ahead and came and it told that, sir, whether GST is applicable on entrance fees charged for issuance of eligibility certificate for admission or for issuance of migration certificate. Now everyone remember, fees charged from prospective student. If you want entrance ke liye, you give me entrance fees, exempt or taxable? Exempt. Now supposedly you are already studying, okay, you want admission in a college, and from another place you have to take eligibility certificate. When eligibility certificate is issued, that is also exempted. Sir, fees charged from prospective student for issuance of eligibility certificate to them in the process of their entrance or admission. Google, you will find an eligibility certificate. Okay, everyone. Now, eligibility certificate ke liye, issuance ke liye, college is charging anything from the prospective student, that shall always be exempted. And the last one over here is you left your school or college. Now, college will go ahead and charge you that migration certificate ke liye 100 rupees, 200 rupees. That is also exempted. For issuance of migration certificate, the fees charge which will be there also will be exempted under entry number 66. Are we clear, everyone? Can we go ahead? A good student is one who will write it over here only that, sir, fees charged from prospective student for entrance, etc., will be exempt. Fees charged for eligibility certificate, correct, everyone? Eligibility certificate also will be exempted, and migration certificate, if any fees is charged, that is also exempt. Remember one thing, when you jump inside the exam hall, you don't get time to see here, there, etc. If you see in one page and you are going, you will remember it. Can I go ahead, everyone? Now, please come back, everyone. Now, what they are going ahead and telling over here on the right hand side, I have gone ahead and written some notes. Listen to me very carefully. Educational institution may all these boards which are there, state board, center board which are there, are not there. But then they went ahead and told the center board, state boards will go ahead and conduct examination. 10th ka, 12th ka examination is conducted. Now, only for the limited purpose of conducting examination, they are considered as educational institution, and their services will always be exempted. Central and state boards shall be treated as educational institution for limited purpose of providing services by way of conduct of examination to the student. State board, Baba, did you see anywhere state board here in educational institution? But state board, central board, etc., will be considered as what? Only for the limited purpose of providing services by way of conduct of examination. Their services will be exempted. Now, all these state board, center board, no, supposingly Venki wants to open a college, he has to go to the board and he has to take affiliation. All these affiliation fees, etc., will be always taxable. Did you guys get it? See, state board, center board, when they are giving services to students by conducting their examination, 10th exam, 12th exam, that is only exempt. Other services provided by the board by way of conduct of examination is exempt. If supposingly other services provided by board, like providing accreditation to institution, that will be always taxable. Now you tell me one thing, when the board is going ahead and conducting examination related examination is for the purpose of conducting examination. If they take input services, then they got paper printed, they went ahead and told one person to set the paper and give it. All those input services, what will happen? So they clarified that input services in relation to admission to or conduct of examination, such as result publication, printing of admit card, question papers, etc., also will be exempted. Are we clear, everyone? Can we go ahead? Remember one thing, conduct of examination related services which are there. Basically, when state board, education boards, etc., goes ahead and conducts examination, those services are always exempt. But other services provided by them, like affiliation fees, etc., when they go ahead and charge, that shall be always taxable. Everyone over here now, please come down. There is one more circular which goes ahead and talks about maritime institution. What is a maritime institution, everyone? Baba, ship training institution. Are we clear? Who goes ahead and shipping related courses are being provided by them. Those are also educational institution, and courses provided by them or courses conducted by them for the student will also be, Baba, because they are going ahead and charging fees to the student and giving services to the student, their services also will be exempted. Services provided to students is always, student, faculty and staff is always, sorry, educational institution providing services by educational institution, and maritime institutions are educational institutions. Can I go ahead, everyone? The next one is supply of food and beverage by educational institution itself to student, faculty and staff. I am an educational institution, school, college. I am providing food to my student, faculty and staff. Services provided by educational institution is always exempted if it is provided to student, faculty and staff. Sir, but if supplied by any other person, your college has a canteen and the canteen is selling you food, then it is not under exemption. Based on contractual agreement with the educational institution, then it shall always be educational institution went ahead and gave you food, then it will be exempt. Educational institution hired one caterer or restaurant and told you can put over here one stall and start selling your food, that is always taxable. Everyone over here now, listen to me very carefully. One small point I want to go ahead and tell. Listen, transportation services, when they are provided by one person to a preschool, it is always exempt, everyone. Supposing this is a preschool where kids are going. Okay, everyone. Now, one person is there. He is providing transportation services to preschool. What will happen? Exempt. Now, if this guy takes from another person car on hire or that bus on hire so that he can give transportation service, that taking of that bus will also be exempted. That is what is being told over here. Giving on hire motor vehicle for transportation of student, faculty and staff. To whom? To a person who is providing transportation of student, faculty and staff to educational institution. So people, tell me one thing. If this guy is giving him motor vehicle on rent so that he can provide transportation services to preschool up to 12th, then this is exempt. This will also be exempt. Are we clear, everyone? Can we go ahead? But tell me one thing. When he is providing not to preschool, he is providing to whom? College. That time it is taxable. That time if this guy is giving, because input and output can be set off. Only if it is given to preschool up to 12, then the whole chain goes exempt. If it is given to other institution where it is taxable, here also taxable, any other person giving also will be taxable. Is my point clear to all? Everyone over here now, please come down. Skill related services, I'll go ahead and talk about skill related services. Skill related may services provided by National Skill Development Corporation, NSDC, National Skill Development Corporation, when they are going ahead and providing services, or Sectoral Skill Council approved by NSDC. See, NSDC is going ahead and providing services, or Sectoral Skill Council, which is basically under the NSDC, an assessment agency who is going ahead and doing assessment, an assessment agency which is under the NSDC or SSC, or a training partner which is approved by the NSDC or Sector Skill Council. If I am a training partner under the NSDC or Sector Skill Council, then my services also will be exempted. Can I go ahead? Baba, do you think NSDC will go ahead and provide training? Do you think NSDC will go ahead and do assessment? They will appoint people, and those people ka services will be exempted. Can I go ahead, everyone? The next one over here is services by assessing body who are empaneled under the Director General of Training by way of assessment under Skill Development Initiative. Baba, this assessment bodies ka services also will be exempted. The next one, services by training provider. Supposingly, I am a training provider under Deen Dayal Upadhyay Gramin Kushal Yojana, then my services will always be exempt. It says under the Deen Dayal Upadhyay Gramin Kushal Yojana, by offering skill or vocational training courses. I am a training partner approved under Deen Dayal Upadhyay Gramin Kushal Yojana. My services of providing training courses, etc. Vocational training courses. Okay, everyone. Now, everyone over here, the amendment I've already gone ahead and told you. Okay. What was the other thing in this? Okay, there was nothing in education other than this small point which I've already gone ahead and told you. This point, everyone. Yes, everyone, please make a note over here. Prospective students say when you are going ahead and charging entrance fees, exempted. Secondly, if you are charging eligibility certificate, any charges, exempted. Migration certificate, exempted. Are we clear, everyone? We are done with our education related services. Now, the next one over here is insurance. Please come to the next one, insurance, everyone. Insurance, actually what was happening was there were a lot of insurances which were being exempted. Okay. And I saw students are not reading insurance and going for the exam. You know what happens? One small point comes in the exam, you will not remember. Are you guys able to understand? And that whole answer will go for a toss. So what I went ahead and did, I went ahead and drew one small chart. Okay. This is not for understanding purpose. This is mainly for picture memory so that you remember. Okay, everyone. Now, we have insurances under entry number 35, which goes ahead and talks about general insurance business under the following. Number one, if hut insurance scheme ke under insurance is sold. Baba, think this is a village. In the village, there is a hut. Hut insurance scheme may, if any general insurance is sold, hut insurance, Baba, hut ka insurance ka premium only will be so low. In that, if you charge GST, people will never take their hut ka insurance. Are you guys getting it? And hence, government told hut insurance scheme, no GST. This self-employed women is there. Self-employed women, supposing this cow comes and hit, then so they are telling self-employed women, general group personal accident policy. Self-employed women ka group personal accident policy will also be exempted. Then they are telling cattle insurance, central sector scheme on cattle insurance also. Baba, under the schemes. See, I'm not an insurance agent that I will know everything inside the scheme also. Are you guys able to understand? So this scheme ke under, whenever insurance is sold, whatever is the amount charged, on that there is no GST. Now, Baba, see, village mein hut insurance. You'll remember hut. Hut ke besides mein self-employed women. Self-employed women ka behind cattle is there. Cattle insurance exempted. Then, Baba, this tribal person is there in the village. Tribal insurance is being exempted. Now, supposingly, this tribal person took a bike and he was going. Okay, when he was going, he fell down. So, Baba, Janta personal accident policy, Gramin accident policy, any amount which is being charged, there is no GST. Then what will happen? Baba, now this coconut and palm tree will be there. Baba, selling coconut, palm, etc. They will earn some money. So coconut and palm tree ka insurance also they get it done. So coconut and palm insurance also exempted. Now you will see in the village, suppose there old person, if he becomes sick, then so they went ahead and told Jan Arogya Bima, Rashtriya Swasthya Bima, Nirmaya Health Insurance, all this will also be exempted. Then now, supposingly they want in village, what will they do? They will go ahead and do agriculture. Now, agriculture ke liye first thing is weather, and they say restructure weather-based crop insurance is also exempt. Now, if you come down over here, when you do agriculture, what will happen? One is Bangla Sasya Bima. What is Bangla? West Bengal, Bangla. Sasya means crops. ka insurance. Are we clear, everyone? Then over here is modified national agriculture scheme. Okay, modified national agriculture scheme. Then Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima. What is Fasal, everyone? Crops. Okay, Rashtriya Krishi Bima. Krishi means farmers. Then, Baba, all these crops when they are going, there'll be a seed pilot scheme on seed crop insurance is also exempted. Are we clear? Remember this picture now. Okay. Now, to do agriculture, you might need one pump set, etc. Agriculture pump set and failed well insurance also. If you get it done, that is also exempted. Now, once the agriculture is ready, you will go ahead and export. Export credit insurance is also exempted. I hope you will remember this. Now, everyone, listen to me very carefully. Listen. Here there was a hut. Hut ka beside self-employed women. Women ka besides cattle. Cattle ka beside tribal. Tribal going accident. Correct or not? Now old man was there. Old man that Jan Arogya Bima, Rashtriya that health insurance which is there basically. Then crops ka export credit, crop related whatever insurance is there, pump set related insurance is there. Baba, you have to remember the name. If they give you, remember that this is exempt. Can I go ahead, everyone? Now, the left hand side, if you go ahead and see over here, life insurance. Baba, this was general insurance. 35 was general insurance. Now listen, this whole world in itself, this is a whole world in itself, right? So universal health insurance, Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana is also exempted. Everyone over here now. Life insurance business. Now, this is life insurance. Okay, everyone. Life insurance businesses under Janashri Bima, Aam Aadmi Bima Yojana, life micro product. Micro product means it's a small product where the insurance amount is very small and the premium will be very small. So they are going ahead and telling a life insurance, which is a micro product where the coverage is only 2 lakh, the premium will be so low, don't collect any GST. Then Varishta pension. Pension ka I is missing. Varishta pension. Baba, feelings are mutual only. Correct or not? Pension, Bima Yojana. Actually, what happened? These things are written purely by my hand. Correct? So, Baba, the system doesn't throw an error. That spelling error, spelling error. Those things don't come. Can I go ahead, everyone? The next one over here is Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana. Then Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana. Baba, wherever you see this Aam Aadmi or you see Pradhan Mantri, no, you remember Pradhan Mantri wala schemes, etc. Insurance is always exempt. Pradhan Mantri Vaya Vandana, etc. The next one over here is on the right side, Baba, Indian Army. So government goes ahead and creates one group insurance fund. Group insurance fund. Okay, everyone. In the group insurance fund, small amount of premium is taken from the Indian Army, Navy, etc. for going ahead and doing their insurance. Are we clear? In the group under the group insurance fund, their insurance is done. Now, small amount which is charged is also exempted. Life insurance services to Army, Navy, Air Force, Coastal Guard, CAPF under group insurance scheme shall also be exempt. Are we clear, everyone? The next one over here is life insurance business provided by way of annuity under the national pension system is also exempt. Life insurance under NPS. The next one over here is services provided to central government, state government under insurance scheme where total premium is paid by government. I've already covered this. Where the total premium is paid by government. In government related services, I told you where the total premium is paid by government, it is exempted. Now, entry number 36 says reinsurance. Baba, insurance so you did. Now, if you got it reinsured under 35, 36 and 40, Baba, 35, entry number 35, all these insurances, correct? 36 and where is 40? Here. All these insurances का reinsurance services shall also be exempted. ठीक है एग्जाम के लिए what kind of chart? C graded. ठीक है. Can we go ahead, everyone? Are we all clear till here? Chalo. We are done with your insurance related services. Come to the next chart, everyone. The next chart actually is not a chart, it's just a summary which has been written. Please come to your next summary. People, remember, listen. What was happening was, till here I created charts, till the above. Now all the miscellaneous entries which were there, students were again leaving and going. So what I went ahead and did, one page I wrote all the entries which we have not gone ahead and made a chart, so that you can remember it at least. Are we clear, everyone? Please come. It says services by way of transfer of going concern. People, if I go ahead and transfer business as going concern, it is always exempted because the front party has to take registration, collect GST and pay. So when I'm transferring the business as going concern, it is exempt. Who told? Baba, this entry told. Can I go ahead, everyone? The next one is renting of residential property is exempt. But if you are giving to a registered person, who is using it basically for his business purpose. It's shown as his business expense, then RCM will come. Are we clear? This is the amendment entry over here. I feel they will ask you in the exam. Be careful. The next one over here is services provided by Coal Mine Provident Fund, Employee State Insurance. Employee Provident Fund organization is only exempt. Remember the amendment. RBI ka services taxable. SEBI का services now made taxable. IRDA, Insurance Regulatory Development Authority का services when they are provided, that is also made taxable. Entry omitted and now it is made taxable. Everyone over here. Then services by way of access to road or bridges on payment of toll or annuity. Baba, when you go on road, they will charge you toll. Toll charges are always exempted. Actually, it should have been green. The next line which is there, it's a part of amendment. Circular. Now, when you are going to the toll plaza, now what happens in the toll? If you don't have FASTRACK, they will charge you double. That double amount which you go ahead and pay, that is also exempted. Are we clear? Now, one truck is going, overloading is done. Overloading charges which are charged in the toll plaza are also toll charges only, and they are going, overloading charges also will be exempted. Are we clear? Whether they are charging you double charges, whatever amount is charged as toll will always be exempt. Can I go ahead, everyone? The next one, oh, please, people, there is a part of amendment. Okay, it's not green, but it's a part of amendment. The next one over here is transmission and distribution of electricity by transmission. BESCOM. Our BESCOM goes ahead and distributes electricity. Is there GST? Baba, there is no GST. Everyone listen to me very carefully. But you told in your home, you told please change the meter, please shift the meter, please give me duplicate bill. All those services ke liye, whatever amount is charged, they will charge GST. Only transmission and distribution of electricity has been exempted. The next is interest on loan. Baba, do you remember interest on loan? Giving of money to use and taking interest is always exempted. And advances, loans and advances pay interest is always exempt. Forex conversion, bank to bank, dealers to bank, other than interest involved in credit card service. Always remember one thing, Forex conversion services when they are given by one bank to another bank, one bank to another, dealer, etc., will always be exempted. Now they are going in, but one thing, credit card में interest which is paid no is 42%, 38%, etc. That is not interest. That is actually penal in nature. And hence they are telling if you are paying interest to credit card company, they will charge you GST on that service. Are we clear? Because you are using their money, you will pay interest. That interest amount is used plus GST also government will tell. Government will take. Government is telling anyways you are getting robbed. You give GST also. Are we clear, everyone? Next. Services to saving bank account holder under Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana. Baba, Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana mein zero balance account was opened for many people. Correct? All the people who wanted opened zero balance account. Now under that, first of all, zero balance. Now under that, if any service is provided, they are telling debit card issued 200 rupees. For 200, if you charge GST and all, government told don't charge. Can I go ahead, everyone? Next. Sir, bank charges on credit card and debit card exempt up to 2000 rupees per transaction. Baba, remember one thing, if supposingly bank charges are there on debit card and credit card swiping, now my bank will charge me 10 rupees, 20 rupees, whatever is there. On that charges, my bank will not charge me GST because the transaction was only up to 2000 rupees. Are we clear? Next. Services by way of collection of contribution under Atal Pension Yojana or any pension Yojana, that collection charges pe there will be no GST. Then services by business facilitator, business correspondent to a banking company, insurance company with respect to its rural area branch, or intermediary to business facilitator or business correspondent. Do you remember, everyone? Always exempt. Intermediary services of financial services located in multi-services SEZ with IFSC status, customers outside India. Baba, if there is any intermediary services provided by whom? It is financial services related intermediary services, and that person is located where? In a SEZ, and he has the IFSC status and he is giving services to outside India ka person. Baba, outside India person, if you are giving services, you will get foreign currency. Government says your services also will be exempted. Are we clear? You get foreign currency, you don't get foreign currency, that is not a matter over here. Government is telling you are giving financial services, correct, to customers outside India, then Baba, your services where GST will not. The next one over here is upfront amount payable for granting of long-term lease of 30 years of industrial plot or plot for development of financial business provided by SIDC or by any other undertaking having 20% or more ownership of the central government, state government to industrial unit or developer of industrial unit or financial area business. Everyone listen to me very carefully. State Industrial Development Corporation. I went to the SIDC and I told Sir, I want to put one industry, and for putting up one industry, please give me a plot. They went ahead and told me you have to pay me 10 crore rupees as upfront amount, or 1 crore rupees as upfront amount for giving you an industrial plot. That upfront amount which you give for the long term lease will be always exempt. Remember, upfront amount is exempt, not the monthly rent. Only upfront amount is exempt. Are we clear, everyone? Now listen to me very carefully. Now I went to the SIDC and I told I want plot. They went ahead and told me that if you want the plot just beside the road, it's a preferential location, and I will take preferential location charges also. Now there's a circular which came. They went ahead and told if any preferential location, supposingly two sides are there, one is behind, one is front. Which one will you want? You will want the front side. So if front side wala you want, that's a preferential location, and for that 5 lakh rupees extra is charged. Now if you pay that 5 lakh rupees extra, that is still upfront amount only, and it shall be under exemption. Did you guys get my point over here? Chalo, remember one thing, preferential location charges is also upfront amount, and that shall be exempted. Exemption given over here. See, toll charges I went ahead and told you, yes, it shall be always higher. Toll charges also will be exempted. Now here, preferential location charges. Everyone remember one thing, preferential location charges paid upfront in addition to lease premium for long-term lease will constitute part of upfront amount and are eligible for the same treatment and eligible for exemption. Are we clear, everyone? Remember one thing, upfront amount is exempted, preferential location charges are upfront amount, and that is also exempt, but monthly rents taxable. Can I go ahead, everyone? Chalo, everyone over here now. Then, Baba, do you remember? Do you remember if I am going ahead and giving you development right, floor space index? If I am giving you development right, floor space index, or I am giving you land on long-term lease, correct? And you are a builder. Builder had to pay GST under RCM. But tell me one thing, if builder goes ahead and sells all the flat before completion certificate or first occupancy, before completion certificate or first occupancy, then selling of the flat pay GST will come. That time they will exempt that the development right, floor space index, or long-term lease pay. When I'm giving you development right, no, on that whatever GST is there, that will be exempted. But supposingly I am a builder, I made the flats and I sold all of them. Supposingly I sold them after completion certificate. Will GST come on flats? No, then development right pay, I have to pay GST under RCM. That is what is being told over here. But do you remember? Giving of development right, floor space index, etc. to a promoter. Promoter pays GST under RCM, but that also is under exemption if you sell the flats before completion certificate or first occupancy, whichever is earlier. It says services by way of transfer of development right, floor space index in respect of, or upfront amount payable in respect of services by way of granting of long-term lease on or after 1/4/2019 for construction of residential apartment by a promoter. Okay, everyone? Intended for sale before completion certificate. Now, if tell me one thing, if all the residential flat you are going to sell before completion certificate or first occupancy on the flat, will you charge GST? Yes, and hence development rights, etc. pay GST will be exempted. Can I go ahead, everyone? Sir, but if I am selling after, then Baba, on that TDR, etc., RCM has to be paid. More than this, I will not do the discussion. Still want to learn? You can go to my YouTube channel, Real Estate. You type over there, 2.5 hours I have explained. Can I go ahead, everyone? Over here now. The next one is incubator and incubatica services. Remember one thing, incubator is the person who is providing the warmth. Incubator is the person who is receiving the warmth. Basically, it's the startup, and startup co, there are people who go ahead and help. The people who are helping are the incubators, and startups are the incubatee. Are we clear, everyone? Can I go ahead? Now, incubator ka service is also exempt. Incubatee ka services are also exempt. What they are telling over here, services provided by incubatee within the premises of technology business incubator, means this incubatee should be located where? In the premises of a technology business incubator or science and technology enterprise park, and their services. Baba, incubator means a startup. A startup who is there in a technology business incubator ka premises or science and technology enterprise park. Their services up to 50 lakh rupees in a financial year will be exempted, provided preceding financial year turnover is less than 50 lakh and 3 years have not lapsed. So it means for the first 3 years to a turnover of 50 lakh, startup has been given help. Are we clear? But subject to the condition that preceding financial year turnover is less than equal to 50 lakh. Only for the first 3 years. Can we go ahead, everyone? The next one is incubator, taxable services provided by a technology business incubator or recognized science and technology park or bio incubator. There are three incubators: technology business incubator, science and technology enterprise park, bio incubator. They are going ahead and telling their services also will be exempted. Can I go ahead, everyone? The next one over here is services by way of collection. Baba, news, providing of news is always exempt by an independent journalist, Press Trust of India or United News of India. When they're giving news, news ke liye, news and views are always free. Can I go ahead, everyone? Next, services by organizer to any person for business exhibition held outside India. I am going ahead and giving services in respect of business exhibition which I am holding outside India. Any services will be always exempt. Services by way of sponsorship or sporting event organized by a national sports federation, industry, Indian university or inter-university state board. Baba, tell me one thing. Sponsorship services of sporting event, when it is provided by whom? I am providing sponsorship service, you will give me sponsorship amount. If I am giving you sponsorship service, I am telling you, sir, the whole event will be named after you. Give me money. If I am the person, who am I? If I am an organizer, organized by whom? National Sports Federation, Indian University, or Inter-University State Board, then whatever sponsorship amount you will give, on that there will be no GST. The next one is slaughtering of animal. Government told you slaughter animal, I'll slaughter your pockets and take GST. Correct, everyone? Now, slaughtering of animals earlier was under exemption. Now it has come under GST. Slaughtering of animal ka services pay GST will. Can I go ahead, everyone? The next one over here is Baba. See, you think that big chicken ka company ka name Sugna Chicken or Sugma Chicken, whatever it is. Now those people, they will take one full truck and they have people who will cut the chicken and pack it in boxes, etc. Those people are big contractors. Government went in and told small people, to anyways, they will not cross 20 lakh and all. Correct? Small people. But big people who were there were falling under exemption. They were also not paying. Government told slaughtering of animal pay also we want GST, and they have gone ahead and omitted the entry. Now, sir, Baba, people remember this. This is one favorite question which they go ahead and ask. Services to foreign diplomat mission is taxable. Services by foreign diplomat mission is only under exemption. Can I go ahead, everyone? Please mark that. Services of providing information under right to information. Baba, you go ahead and apply under RTI. Your paper comes. That RTI ka fees which is there is no GST. Services provided by recognized sports. Services provided to a recognized sports body by player, referee, umpire, coach or team manager, or by another recognized sports body. Everyone listen. One recognized sports body to another recognized sports body, exempted. Now, recognized sports body ko services are provided by whom? Player, referee, umpire. Now, selected ka service, commentator ka service, all these are not exempt. These are still taxable. Services by not-for-profit entity registered to its own member by way of reimbursement of charges or share of contribution. Baba, there is a non-profit entity and it is giving services to the member. What is a non-profit entity? It's a trade union. Baba, there will be many trade unions which will be there, correct? They will go ahead and collect one small amount from their members. Yes or no? Now, this trade union ka services to the member will be, Baba, you remember, person other than individual giving services to a member. Both are separate. GST will come, but now it has been exempted. Can we go ahead? As a trade union or for carrying out an activity which is exempt? Baba, tell me one thing. Supposingly, I'm a trade union giving services to the members, exempt. Are we clear? I'm supposingly going ahead and giving services to a member and we are carrying out that activity which is exempt activity, then also it shall be exempted. And the last one over here is if the amount charged is up to 7,500. Baba, supposing there is a resident welfare association and resident welfare association is charging from its member only 7,500 per month, then Baba, that shall be under exemption. So you are saying in an apartment where resident welfare association is there, they are charging you 7,500 per month, then they will not go ahead and charge you any GST. It says per month for sourcing of goods services from third person for the common use of the member in a housing society. So about this is a society which is there is a resident welfare association which the people have created. When they are going ahead, Baba, maintenance of the apartment etc is done by whom? Resident welfare association, and they will go ahead and charge you an amount. So their services may there will be no GST. Can I go ahead, everyone? One clarification came over here saying that, sir, GST on monthly subscription charges by RWA to its member, supply of service by RWA to its member up to 7,500 per month per member are exempt. This you guys already know. Secondly, Resident Welfare Association to pay GST only if the subscription charges are more than 7,500 plus. Their turnover per annum should have already crossed 20 lakh rupees or 10 lakh rupees. See, I'm charging 10,000 to all the members, but I'm not liable to register only. Might be my turnover has not crossed only. We have only 10 flats. Every flat say I'm charging 10,000 rupees, 1 lakh per month collection. 1 lakh per annum, 12 lakh collection. I will not be under registration only. If I'm not under registration, why will I go ahead and collect GST on 10,000 also? First of all, you should be registered. Secondly, you should be charging more than 7,500. Only then GST will be charged. So it says aggregate turnover by way of supply of service and supply of goods should be more than 20 lakh. 10 lakhs in case of M square NT. What is M square NT, everyone? Manipur, Mizoram, Nagaland and Tripura. Can I go ahead, everyone? Manipur, Mizoram, Nagaland and Tripura. The long name is Meghalaya. Meghalaya is a long name. Long name goes in Pumas. Pumas and Oak of Himachal Pradesh. It is 20 always. Small is Manipur and Mizoram and it comes in M square NT. Can I go ahead, everyone? The next one is RWA. Baba, when it is providing services to the member and it is going ahead and charging supposedly 8,000 rupees, is it charging GST? Yes. Now, if it is going ahead and taking in buying input services, can it take ITC? Yes. The next one is, sir, ceiling limit of 7,500 per month per PM square means per month per member shall be applicable separately for each residential. I have two apartments. I am giving 15,000 per month. Will I come under GST? They are telling per apartment wise it has to be seen, not per person wise. Per month per member means per apartment. It has to be more than 7,500. Then only GST will come. The next one over here is if amount exceeds 7,500, 8,000 charged, GST will come on 8,000 or 500? 8,000. GST payable on the entire amount. Everyone over here. The next one over here is services by non-profit entity engaged in activities for the welfare of industrial, agriculture, labor, farmers. Baba, there is a non-profit entity who is going ahead and engaged in activity for the welfare of industrial, agriculture, labor, promotion of trade, commerce, industry, agriculture, art, science, literature, culture, sports, education, social welfare, charitable activity, protection of environment. To its own member, they are giving services and they are charging only up to 1,000 rupees per annum per member. Then also their services, non-profit entity ka services to the members will be exempted. The next one is pure labor services of construction, erection, commissioning, installation, completion, fitting out, repair, maintenance, renovation, alteration of civil structure or any original work pertaining to beneficiary-led housing, construction, enhancement under the Housing for All mission or Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. Everyone, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana ke under I am making a home. And I went ahead and told one person to provide me laborers. First of all, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana ke under I would have got some help from the government. Now, if here laborer is providing me services of labor and he is going ahead and charging me GST, labor contractor, if he is charging me GST, house making will become expensive and hence that labor contractor, when he is giving me laborers, he will not charge me GST. The next one over here is, sir, I did not get any help from the government. I am making my own home. Baba, home is an emotion. Now, if you are making your own home, home making is expensive. Government told, let me not go ahead. Government, let me not go ahead and charge GST. If anyone is providing only labor ka services and one person is making single residential home for a single family, the labor contractor will not charge him any GST. Are we all clear? The next one over here is, sir, remember, here it can be original work or might be your old home because of the help of the government you are repairing. But here it is only original work. You are making a new home and anyone is helping you with labor contractor, then he will not charge any GST. The next one is Baba 1 rupee, 2 rupee ka toilet, etc. Public libraries, etc. Government is selling, there is no GST. The next one over here is tour operator ka service. I will teach you at the last. Everyone over here. There is an amendment, I'll talk about it. The next one over here is services received from a service provider from non-taxable territory by whom? Central government, state government, union territory, local authority, or individual for non-business purpose. Importation of service. Do you guys remember everyone? NTOR. Yes, everyone. Now they are going ahead and telling it shall always be exempted. But OIDR services to an NTOR, forward charge. Everyone over here. B. If services are received from a service provider from non-taxable territory, one service provider is giving services to whom? To a 12AA wala entity. Or if it is provided to a person in the non-taxable territory, say non-taxable territory, if service is being provided, that is always exempted. The next one, exception is OIDR services to A and B. Baba, if OIDR is going ahead and providing services to whom? Central government, state government, local authority, governmental authority, individual for non-business purpose, or it is provided to a 12AA wala entity, forward charge mechanism exemption will not be applicable. And it says transportation services by a vessel from place outside India up to the custom station in India shall also be. Baba, just a minute. So here everyone, what is it telling? It is telling over here that transportation services, Baba, exception means it will be taxable. It will be taxable, correct or not? What will be taxable? OIDR services provided to A and B and transportation services by a vessel from outside India to custom station in India. Do you remember? Importer will have to pay GST under RCM. The next one over here is services supplied by an establishment of a person. Baba, tell me one thing. We both are mere establishment of distinct person. Is it export of service? Suppliers in India, recipient outside India, place of outside India. We are receiving foreign convertible currency also, but I am State Bank of India, India branch. Another is State Bank of India, Dubai branch. Not an export of service, but it is exempted under this point. Government says, see, if it was export of service, no ITC refund you would have got. But exempted, you will not get ITC. Are we clear, everyone? The next one over here is importation of service by UN or specialized international organization for office use or foreign diplomat mission, consular post in India, diplomat agent, career counselor offices will also be exempted. Baba, these are IGST exemptions which I am talking. Or services provided by an intermediary when location of supplier and location of recipient is outside the taxable territory. Then, Baba, supplier is also outside India. Recipient is also outside India. Intermediary is in India. They are telling that intermediate services pay, there will be no GST. Do you think supplier will pay? Do you think recipient will pay? They are going ahead and telling over here intermediary services where location of supplier and location of recipient of goods both are outside India. Forget it. Then services provided by tour operator to a foreign tourist, tour wholly outside India. Then also it will be, Baba, US ka person, I am providing him tour operator services. Tour is happening in Dubai. Government went ahead and told in India there will be no tax on that tour operator ka service. And the last one over here is services imported by a unit of SEZ for authorized operation. Baba, SEZ is going ahead and importing some services that will also be under exemption. Then importation of service in relation to temporary transfer or permitting use of IPR. IPR ka case mein whenever you take services, those pay also, there will be no GST which will be payable. Now everyone listen to me very carefully. Here, they are going ahead and talking about if there is a tour operator ka services. People tell me one thing, tour operator ka services given to a tourist and the tour is happening outside India, exempted. Tour operator ka service given to a foreign tourist, tour is happening in India, taxable. Now, tour operator ka service, tour is happening in India also and outside India also. 3 days in India, 2 days in Nepal. Apportion? Yes or no? Earlier, this apportionment was not there. If tour was wholly outside India, exempted. Any part is in India, complete amount taxable in India. Are we clear? Now the amendment has come over here. Tour operator services pay. Tour operator service which is performed partly in India and partly outside India. Tour operators went and told the government, please do something about it. Government told tour outside India, then exempt. If tour is partially in India, complete amount taxable in India, but then government told, okay, I will give you some exemption. Government told tour operator service which are performed partly in India and partly outside India, supplied by a tour operator to whom? Foreign tourists to the extent of the value of tour operator service which are performed outside India. To the extent of tour operator service outside India shall be under exemption. Now, I will tell you, I am a tour operator. People, I am a tour operator. I went ahead and charged 1 lakh rupees for the tour operator service. 3 days in India, 2 days in Nepal. How much service will be taxable? 60,000 will be taxable. 2 days ka 40,000 will be exempted. Are you guys able to understand this point? That is what is being told. Now, everyone, I want to go ahead and cover this from our amendment booklet. Everyone, see over here. Illustrations I'll teach you so that you understand very easily. Okay, please listen. See over here. You tell me. A tour operator provides tour operator service to a foreign tourist as follows: 3 days in India, 2 days in Nepal, and consideration is 1 lakh rupees. How much will be for India, everyone? 60,000 for India, 40,000 for Nepal. So 40,000 will be exempted, 60,000 will charge GST. See over here, exemption 40 or 50,000. You know what government went ahead and told? See over here. Provided that, see over here, provided that the value of tour operator service performed outside India shall be such proportion to the total consideration charged for the entire tour, which is equal to the proportion which the number of days for which the tour is performed outside India has to the total number of days. This you understood? 3 days in India, 2 days outside India, 40,000 for outside exempted. But then they told, okay, see, the or 50% of the consideration, what they are telling? 50% of the consideration for the entire tour, whichever is less. What they are telling is exemption is restricted to how much? For an example, exemption is restricted to 50%. I conducted 3 days in India, 2 days in Nepal. Can you tell me 3 days in India means how much? 60,000 in India, 2 days Nepal, how much? 40,000. Exemption will be 40 only. 3 days in Nepal, 2 days in India. 60,000 for Nepal, 40,000 for India. But 60,000 ka exemption you will not get. You will get exemption only up to 50%. 50% of the consideration only will be given as exemption. Did you guys understand the point, everyone? I'll tell everyone, anyone who did not get it. Got it, everyone? See, everyone, it says 2 days in India, 3 days in Nepal, consideration 1 lakh. Now, how much will be the exemption? 60,000? But it will be limited to 50% of 1 lakh, and hence you will get exemption only of 50,000, and taxable value will be 50,000. Is my point 100% clear to all? Can we all go ahead? 100%, 99%. I think one question should come. Can we go ahead, everyone? This point pe one question they can go ahead and ask. There are a lot of small things which are there in this chapter this time. Everyone over here. Then now tell me one thing. Everyone over here. They are going ahead and telling less than 12 hours. Provides though that in making of the above calculation, any duration time equal to or exceeding 12 hours, 12 or more, shall be considered as one full day. Can I go ahead, everyone? And any duration less than 12 hours shall be taken as half day. Are we clear, everyone? Less than 12, half day. More than 12 hours, more than 12 hours, not 12 a.m., 12 p.m. They are telling more than 12 hours. 12 or 12, more than 12 hours. Everyone here, next question. 2.5 days in India, 3 days in Nepal. Baba, 2.5 days in India and 3 days in Nepal. How much is the duration of the trip? 5.5 days. 5.5 days. And the total consideration is how much? 1 lakh rupees. Do we have a calculator here? Tell me one thing. 1 lakh rupees. 1 lakh divided by 5.5. How much? This much. Then they are telling over here, how many days in India? 2.5 days. How many days in Nepal? 3 days. So Nepal wala will get the exemption. 54545. But the maximum exemption is only 50,000. And see over here, 54545 should be exempted. But they are telling maximum exemption will be only 50,000. And hence you will get how much exemption? 50,000, and taxable value will be 50,000. I hope everybody understood this. Baba, who is a foreign tourist who comes to India not for immigration purpose, just for roaming purpose, and he'll go away. Are we all clear? Yes, sir. See, who has come who is not normally resident in India, who enters India for stay not more than 6 months for legitimate non-immigrant purpose. I hope everybody got this point. Can we go ahead, everyone? Now, everyone, listen to me very carefully. Number one, in your miscellaneous provision, number one is residential property for residential purpose, registered person, reverse charge. Other than that, exempted. Commercial property are always taxable. There is nothing talking. Can we go ahead, everyone? Next. Sir, the next one over here is RBI ka services taxable. IRD ka services now made taxable. Sir, SEBI ka services now made taxable. Goods and Service Tax Network providing services to government also made taxable. All these entries, now GST is payable. Tour operator service, we understood, everyone. Now, slaughtering of animal, GST will come. The next one over here is, see, listen, services provided by RBI was exempted. Now it is taxable, RBI ka services. Services provided to RBI also in relation to management of foreign exchange, when somebody was providing services to RBI also, that was also exempted. Now services provided to or by both are taxable. RBI ko services provided to RBI by RBI, both are taxable. Please remember this: services provided by RBI, services received by RBI means services provided to RBI. You understood or not? Services received by RBI means services to RBI in respect of foreign exchange management was earlier exempted. Now services provided to RBI or services provided by RBI, both are under GST. Can I go ahead, everyone? The next one over here is nothing. That's it, everyone. Congratulations. 1 minute, everyone. Here. This we covered. Educational institution. Sir, Nepal and Bhutan covered. Transit cargo going to Nepal, empty container coming, any charges for that transit cargo will be exempted. The next one, toll charges, we covered it. IVF, healthcare, exempted. Sir, hiring of vehicle is not transportation of passenger. Hiring of vehicle for transportation of employee is tax. GST is payable. Ferries, etc., whether owned by government or by private player, exempted. The last one over here, sir, sanitation services given to whom? Army, etc. If ultimately they are doing 243G and W activity, then exempt, otherwise not exempt. And hence here it is not exempt. The next one is, Baba, when you are going ahead and giving trucks, etc. to the mining areas, it is what? Giving on hire, GST will come. It is not exempted. Preferential location charges are nothing other than upfront amount and it shall be exempt. They are going ahead and telling they shall be treated as same as the upfront amount and eligible for exempt. Now, one last point is there. You went to a TV show and in it, they called me in a TV show. Okay, and they gave me honorarium. They told, sir, you came over here, debated, you spoke so much, take 1,000 rupees. Now, that 1,000 rupees which they are paying to me, is it taxable or not? Where is it told exempted? Anywhere you saw it is exempted and hence it is taxable. Now, if I am registered under GST, I will charge GST. If I am not registered under GST, I will not charge GST. That's it. But that services, GST is applicable. It's a supply of service. Baba, I'm a TV. I'm a TV anchor. I went to the TV, or might be just to talk in the TV. They called me and they gave me honorarium. Where is it exempt? Not exempt. It is a supply, taxable. But provided my turnover is more than registration limit, because RCM is not there, I should charge under forward charge, and forward charge comes if you are registered. Clear? Baba, we have covered the amendments also over here. Let me just quickly see if we have not missed out on any amendment. Amendment. FIFA also covered. This, Baba, GTA services covered. The railway equipment wala point covered. Yes, everyone. 30th September wala exemption. No more exempt now. It is taxable. Economy class. Correct, everyone? And this first one was government related services. I've gone ahead and covered in the government ka chart. Hotel in guest house. Baba, remember one thing. Hotel, 1,000 rupees was exempted. Now hotel ka case mein it is not exempt. Along with the hotel, one hostel ka circular was there. That circulars, Baba, hostels, etc., community ka hostels, etc., will be there. If they are charging 1,000 rupees per day, that was also exempted. Do you remember? Now, hotel gone under taxable. Hotel is under tax. So, hostels, which are these community hostels, etc., that will also be under tax. Then, everyone, charitable institution. Baba, I hope you guys remember. See, sports given by whom? And by entity registered under 12AA, sports related services were exempted. But sir, training or coaching in recreational activity relating to art and culture only by individuals shall be exempted. I hope everyone is clear. I've gone ahead and covered all the exemptions also, and I will go ahead and close all my discussion on the chapter of exemption. Listen, miscellaneous topics may at least the amendment part must be done. You can't leave the amendment part. Amendment part to be covered. Amendment part to be covered 100%. You can't leave it. Here, this is okay. C graded. I don't go ahead and say it much, but you see at least once and go. You'll remember. Are we clear, everyone? This one question should come. Small part amendment is there. Yes, I will call it B graded or A graded also you can call. Baba, this chapter actually is B graded. Like in 6 to 8 marks, 100% will come. 1 mark MCQ, 2 mark MCQ. Can't leave it. Miscellaneous chart, last one. 100% one question will come. Now this one, this is okay. C graded. ठीक है? This one, A graded. Baba, B graded chapter का A graded chart I am telling. ठीक है? हाँ. This is B graded, nothing much, but okay. This is also B graded. Okay. This is A graded. 100%. ठीक है? This is A graded. This, I will say B graded, but this chapter is B graded with 6 to 8 marks must come in the exam. You know, if I was a student, I would not have left anything. Right, everyone? I'll go ahead and close all my discussion on the chapter of exemption over here, along with all the amendments. Congratulations, people. Done. People watching at home, I hope you enjoyed the revision. Closed.